Hello, everybody. Welcome to the next session of The Lodge at Endsmeet. Before we get into the session, let's go ahead and give one of our players an opportunity for a point of inspiration by giving us a recap of what happened last time. And Emily, you've volunteered, so by all means, take it away.
Okay, so stumbling out of the fight from Session 73's fight with yet another Dreadmaw, Velen visits Nazik to tell him essentially like what's going on with the curse, and like she didn't really understand that she was like signing a contract when she intuited the sword, but I guess that's what happened. And Nazik gave her some really good advice. The first of a lot of good infernal advice we got this session, which was to learn about what the contract was, get it from the fiend that signed it, or go above the devil's head and make an arrangement with the devil of higher status to nullify the contract. So that means that we need to, one, learn who the contract holder is, two, figure out who might be above that person, three, figure out what the contract says, and four, do we know any fiendish warlocks or people in the hells that we can consult? And he very specifically does not tell Velen to go to the hells because he would not say that to anyone he cares about. And he does think that they should go to the Arcanium or the library with the Arcanium because there is a librarian there that knows some stuff about the hells. Velen considers using the Legend Lore spell on the Cursed Blade, but isn't sure that she can necessarily do it because she's attuned to it. Nazik considers going on vacation. Tess goes to the Cedarkin Lodge to get a drink and does not even get a wisdom save about it, and takes something when she's offered something, like Liam offers her something like for taste or for memory. She's like, for memory. And she gets into this interesting conversation with about vampires with Liam. And Liam asks like how Claudia is doing with Tallow as her patron, if there's any signs of her, quote, withering. And Tess says that there's not. Like, she mentions the form of dread, but not that she's like not withering away. And Liam says that that's good. And Tess asks, like, does he have any idea what his goal is? And like, should we be worried that he's going to make a play? And Liam basically says that like, when vampires die, their soul kind of just suffuses into their body, and that's what like allows them to have blush and stuff, and so they can kind of like pretend to still be human because their soul is still in there, but eventually like it fragments over time and kind of like disintegrates. And so the first few decades are really good. There's like power, there's lots of pleasure, but once you're a few centuries old, it starts to like eat into like extreme emotions that run higher. And in Talos' case, his soul doesn't really have a mortal form, so there's nowhere for that energy to go. And it's weakening, and so he's consuming souls to exist, and that's like what like that's how he basically has his deal with Claudia. And so he literally is not powerful enough actually to take over Claudia or like separate himself from Claudia without his own like complete vessel, without the total destruction of his own soul. So like they're in this weird kind of like stalemate. And if Talo wants his own body, he would have to ask for Claudia's help, and it has to be like, it'd be like have a vampire having a child. It would be difficult or impossible, and would probably require like a true resurrection or something like that. If Talo goes back on his word, it all would have happened. So Liam is sort of like, Claudia is safe, basically, but it's still a weird and awkward situation. Tess takes that opportunity to ask if Liam knows anything about Nephine Edivane, and Liam says yes. And Tess tells him kind of what happened in the Feywild, where Nephine, like, she tried to reach out to Claudia's parents, and Nephine kind of responded through Tess. And Liam says that Nephine is a Venatori councilwoman, and that if she's wandering around seeking an immortal, she's functionally operating outside of her jurisdiction. And if she does anything about it, that's like kind of functionally like an act of war, essentially. And so like Claudia is essentially protected by the barony of Endsmeet because that's Liam's barony, which is like news to Tess. That was fascinating. But basically, like, we're under Liam and Liam's wife's protection while we're here. And so if the Edivanes are kind of like fucking around, or their like emissaries are fucking around, then that's politically dangerous for them. He warns us that kindred of her strength will not be stopped by a hallow spell, but it would be an obstacle. So that's good to know. And if she doesn't announce herself to Liam, it's an act of war. And Tess did also ask about Simon, the emissary that might be lurking around, that's close to the Anavians, but he didn't see anyone like that. At that point, Vellum showed up and had just this hilarious left turn where she like suggested to Tess like, how about we make out? And like Tess has been in love with Velen this whole time is like, what about your boyfriend? Actually, I don't care. And so they make out a little bit in front of Artie, and then like go back to Walker Way to smooch. And meanwhile, Claudia is telling Cliff that Artie is very manipulatable because being a warlock is definitely doing good things for a Wooby, and encourages him to mooch a drink off of Artie. Um, Tess and Velen talk a little bit, and like Liam, she kind of like laments the curse to Liam and stuff like that. And then the makeouts happen. And meanwhile, Artie is reading books about infernal law. Tess shows up and is confused about Tess and Velen kiss, or Cliff shows up and is confused about Tess and Velen kissing because Velen had just like really like genuinely told Artie that she loved him, and Cliff was like, I don't understand the relationships in this party. And Artie was like, no, my heart is spoken for, and took out a picture of Kasha, and that was very funny. And then they talked a little bit about Cliff's fighting style and how he hits things with he hits stuff with dead things. And then let's see, Claudia went to the Parchment and Quill and got 2 books. She got a primer on reading Elven and Common, and then also she got like a Nickel Knox Veterinary Starter Guide Volume 1 because she wants to be a veterinarian, and she apparently wants to like run before she can walk. Apparently, most people kind of take their animals to knuckle now, but she's like really determined to eventually be a veterinarian. She also asked Corian and Dunnerin some questions about the Feywild. We also found out I think on screen, maybe for the first time, that they're twins. They were born in the Feywild, and from the beginning of the Lycan War, like we kind of had the Lycan War in our campaign in Endsmeet, and it sort of receded, but in the Feywild, it's kind of still ongoing. And so they talked about the Moonlit Accord, which was once united under the Court of the Howl, the lycanthropic forces of the Feywild that were in a bunch of like Twilight glades in this like perpetual moonlit grove. And that was like the battleground between the Moonclaw Hoax, which are the Moonies, basically. The lycanthropy should be celebrated and everyone should be a lycan, etc. And the Sentinels of Shine, that kind of, want to see it as the curse, but respect it and kind of want to coexist peacefully. And Corian and Dunnerin are from Silvermaw, which is like a Moon Clan town that saw lycanthropy as like a blessing, and like the old hunt kind of like twists everyone eventually, unless it's in their blood. But they like were kind of celebrated for being celebrated kind of to the point of like indoctrination, and it was safer to be like nomadic, and they were like were tigers and stuff like that. But some of the some say that werewolves are the worst kinds, and that made Claudia like droop a little bit. But Claudia's parents weren't in that group, and they kind of advised Claudia that like if we go there at any point, we shouldn't side with the Moonclaw, because if you don't side, like they will only ever see you as an enemy, and it's like weirdly better to just like side. If you're gonna you should instead, you can't really not pick a side, or they'll think that you're Shine, so you might as well side with Shine. And so they like we learned about the symbols of that, and like how to like mark yourself in the right way. And the advice that we kind of already know from Gideon, which was to not feel something too strongly or to warp the land around you. Meanwhile, Artie was reading his book about boring law, and because of his like crazy investigation score, he learned about like pacts and hierarchies, and what to word to a tribunal, and when silence means yes, and like what counts as a loophole. And he found in the fine print there was a contract that at that point he chose not to sign, but I don't know if he's since signed it. That binds him to Ractiel, as his like one and only like kind of like hellish legal advisor. And he learned how to call him by saying, "I'm in hell, Ractiel." Velen at some point also failed a mysterious wisdom save that we do not know what it is about. So that's worrisome. Claudia got her back tat finished, and it's of Little Belle, and then Artie has dibs on next. Tess and Velen make it out of the house, and Velen slinks out in the morning, and Tess wakes up alone and, like pretends that everything is totally fine, and that didn't hurt her. But for the first time ever, her divine intervention was cast privately on behalf of Velen to figure out what was going on with her curse instead of to find her dad. The that invention failed, of course. Velen goes into the garden that Tess kind of put up there and prays to Jamino while at the same time Tess is sort of cinematically looking at the little like ladder symbol that Velen made to Dawes. And while she's out there, Velen prayed to Jamino and asked for guidance about like how to be someone else than she's been and how to learn from her own mistakes. And Jamino tells her that strength doesn't come from rigidity, but the ability to transform and emerge stronger. And Jamino's help is basically about perspective, so she could like look through others' eyes, even your enemies, and understand their whys and hows. And so Velen should just be honest and accept herself. And so Velen takes that advice and writes Velen was here in the snow. Cliff spends the night in the caravan, and Durden directs him to like go to the next like Wild Heart thing and participate in some nonsense. And he sees a devil in a fine suit kind of on the edge of the aloe, and he can't get in, and so Cliff helps. And Artie explains to Ractiel about the sword and like throwing the sword off the cliff, and we've learned that was indeed a violation of the Wrath Clause. And so now the fiend is entitled to Velen's soul. Oh no! But he can't find her yet, and that's why the marks and stuff are happening to her, I think. Ractiel is a devil, a third level responsible of the third level responsible for contract work, and will work for souls or soul stones, but we don't have any of those. So Claudia like asked if any of Talos in the soul pantry would work, but he had nibbled on all of them, and it was the first time I think we've ever seen Talo like embarrassed, and that was funny. And so the Notary Infernal will reveal, he made a pact for Artie saying that the Notary Infernal will reveal one verifiable truth about the contract that Velen signed, as long as Artie's voice is leased to Ractiel for 9 minutes of time of Ractiel's choosing, and he may not make noise except for legally defined humming, or his voice will be forfeit for 1 moon cycle if he breaks the contract. So 9 minutes, he's given away his voice for 9 minutes for we know not what. But now we have some information. Claudia, we have the information of like, we now know the name of the devil. But once we know that name, he knows us. So I don't think any of us have actually read it yet, but he wrote down the name for us. Claudia gave some sweeping context to Cliff about what the Wild Hearts have done. Stuff just keeps happening to us, and Artie hasn't died yet. And Cliff concludes that he has less baggage than the rest of us. Vera showed up with a whole bunch of clava from Old Knuckle. And Claudia asked Cliff if he saw anyone that looked like Ephraim, that vampire that she knew growing up. That I think it was Seeker that encountered that guy on the
Yes,
road.
it was. He taught Seeker how to hunt, basically.
Yeah, okay. So so he like she kind of resolves to talk to Liam about that at some point. And meanwhile, Tess went to the hotel and was like cutting logs for an hour for Vera, and then Vera, who is unfortunately also a cleric, was sort of like, "Hey, what's up with you?" and kind of presses Tess to like talk about her feelings. And Tess was like, "I would rather pick a fight with you." And then she just let herself get totally smashed all the shit and like literally did not use magic, could not pass Vera's threshold, got totally beaten up. And then Vera was like, "Hey, you're using me to self-harm. I take offense to that." And she kind of admits that Tess admits that she like hasn't really gotten past the people that she couldn't save, chiefly her dad, but also like Lilibel and Claudia and Seeker and all these people. And Vera is like, we learned some information about Vera about how Tess kind of reminds her of her dad because she also grew up in the Feywild. They also grew up in the Feywild, and her mom was basically struck down by a brass dragon in disguise that like wasn't like kind of was a little shady, and her dad didn't like give him hospitality, and so he struck down his wife in punishment, and so now Knuckle is kind of very, very giving. So Tess, they talk a little bit, and Vera's like, is Tess still angry about her dad dying? Because that's why she's a cleric in the first place. And she's like, I don't know, probably not taking responsibility for her emotions per usual. And kind of like admitted that it was eating at her that they weren't really doing anything to find his soul stone, even though their time to kind of solve that contract is running down. And so Vera is sort of like, hey, you matter. And you like helped me during the war that we were in and got the killing blow and everything. So like stop pretending that you're not important and just like, you know, talk to your friends about your feelings, you muppet. And so then they kind of like, Tess is still beaten up, but they kind of parted as friends. And Vera was like, hey, maybe I'll teach you to be stronger sometimes. And then Velen played on her bagpipes to gain proficiency. And we learned that bagpipes were a constitution-based score, which I think is great. And that's the session. Sorry it took me so long with the notes.
None of that.
No worries. So, with that thorough recap, we basically have every detail that we need to get back to what we were doing. And as the scene turns back to Endsmeet, with the sounds of bagpipes echoing across the streets and trees of Endsmeet itself, it is, at this point, approximately, like 2 in the afternoon. Tattoos are being inscribed on Artie in the center of town. Artie, I need a con save.
Yes. Did I tell you which ones I want to get?
No.
Okay.
But they're happening, so...
28.
28.
That's really good.
You impress Durden, the illustrator, with your hardiness. You are sitting as well as Claudia was, and Claudia's a werewolf. Now, if you'd like to describe what your tattoos are as they are being put on your person, go ahead.
I would like to say first that Artie's just yapping the whole time like it's normal conversation. Not even like he's being tattooed. He's just kind of bullshitting with him the whole time. Getting yelled at for moving a little bit too much. So I'm going to get with the prismatic white, which is the increases intelligence, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm going to get the adept tattoo, and it is going to be a spell book opened, and like the pages are kind of flapping with the leaf and the eye of Magos above it, and then some cool little like shining light coming out of it.
Where are you getting that on your person?
Chest.
Okay.
Right on my chest. Just in between the pecs is just the book's opening.
All
On
right.
his little gnome chest.
Does he have chest hair? Question. Important.
Yeah, it's gotta get shaved a little bit.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Have you selected the feats?
Not yet, but I can.
Okay. Yeah, you should be able to select those when the tattoo is finished and add them to your character. In this case, for this tattoo, you're going to be adding 2 separate feats, one for the ink and one for the actual art of the tattoo. As you are chatting through this whole process, getting this tattoo inscribed upon your chest, as you said, every moment, Durden is... All right, could you just sit still? What? Nope.
It'll be fine.
Back straight, please.
For real.
That's fascinating. Please stop moving. This is going to get worse. He's not... It's clear... I don't know if it's clear to Artie. But Durden's not really listening at all as he's trying to inscribe this. Cliff, you're nearby and you're watching this. So Durden the illustrator is a professional. He's a very good tattoo artist, and you've seen him inscribe tattoos on all sorts of people. So far, you've watched Claudia get a massive tattoo across her back, and you're watching Artie, this little gnome, get a big tattoo across his chest. Both of them are tanking this procedure in ways that you've never seen people sit for, like this.
We're pretty
How
cool.
does a little one like you get not flinch?
Huh? Oh, buddy. You should see the last woman I was with, Katja. This shit,
Oh god.
this shit is
You
breakfast.
did.
Okay.
You showed me her. She looks.
Oh yeah. Oh
very
yeah.
strong.
Yeah. She's even stronger than she looks. Okay. And I had to be a man for that. This is light work.
Perhaps
Very
if it was
impressive.
a little harder, you might be a little quieter.
I mean, I've already told you about my new hell lawyer, and I went through Magos, and I went through like half of the A&A procedural book. Like we're almost done, right?
He like he like pulls away and looks at the tattoo that he's got going, and he's like, "No.
Huh. Okay, I'll think of something else to talk about.
Oh, good.
Oh good.
Cliff, would you mind running over to the tavern and getting me an ale?
I would love to.
Appreciate.
I make it
Gonna
too.
leave.
Needs to be
Okay,
drunk to work on Artie.
just a little thing to take off the edge. You understand?
Oh yeah, I get it.
I wasn't
Wholeheartedly.
talking to you. All right.
Nothing too strong. Understood.
As Cliff, you are dispatched to retrieve drink. So I did reach out to each of you to see what sort of things you wanted to do during the session, and I got a couple interesting answers. It's 2 p.m. Time is slowly progressing, and I'm going to immediately jump over to you, Emily. So I want to know which of these you're going to handle first.
Sure.
You're going to be... So, when it comes to interacting with other PCs, I'm going to say you guys are familiar with each other's patterns well enough, so if you want to find someone to talk to them, you just can, unless that person says they're trying to hide or they're being discreet, etc.
Absolutely.
We have, in the past, we've kind of had an issue with PCs not being in scenes when it would have made sense that they were, so we're just gonna, hand wave that a little bit for ease sake. So what is Tess doing?
So Tess is if Durden's occupied, Durden can only tattoo one person at a time. So Tess is gonna find Claudia, if that's okay. And she's going to. We don't have to play it all out if you don't want to, Ken. But she does want to have a little quiet conversation and kind of fill Claudia in on all of the stuff that she learned from Liam in the last session. Particularly emphasizing that it's like Liam's barony, and that it seems like even if the Hallow spell doesn't totally keep the Edavanes away, the idea of creating an act of war might, and how that's maybe it's scary that we've drawn their attention, but it seems like hopeful that Liam, that there's like this kind of political situation, like this political boundary, and she's going to encourage Claudia to talk to Liam.
That's great. I'm glad that you learned that. I was actually just thinking about talking to Liam about that other vampire, the one that Seeker saw. Because apparently Cliff and Durden saw him too. And, well, if he's in this area, that might be a problem.
Yeah. Which one is that?
He was a frequent guest of Nephine's, but he was always nice to me, which is why I'm not too worried.
Claudia, what
about
does nice to you mean in this context?
He was polite. He never asked, he wasn't like, when you have a bunch of rich people and you're a servant and they might treat you like garbage.
I do know that, yeah.
Well, multiply that by 100 because the rich people also think that you're a food source. They don't even really, they think of you as kind of like cattle. So, a lot of Nephine's guests weren't very nice to the people who weren't vampires.
Okay, so he at least treated you like a person, is what I'm hearing.
I don't know if he saw me as a person. I don't know if any of them did, but he was nice as far as nice could be. He sometimes brought me gifts.
Gifts? What kind
Just
of
little things. Like when I
Like-
was a kid, it was like a doll or ribbons.
Well,
Stuff I guess he thought I might like.
that's concerning.
He did
Um,
ask Nefene. I overheard this once when I was, I think, 14. He asked Nefene if she would sell me to him.
Okay. I think maybe he was less nice than you think.
Well, I don't want to make assumptions about him.
I do.
Okay.
I think, maybe you're right, and he's less harmful than Nefene, and I'm prepared to believe that he at least doesn't maybe want, like, he maybe doesn't want you with the fervor of a person that has been denied something. Perhaps. Maybe. But it sounds
Well,
like he's in kind of similar position, so I think we should proceed with caution. But if this
Well,
person
you'd think that he's been in the area for a couple weeks now. If he had bad intentions, he would have done something, right?
I would talk to Liam about that, because if it would be an act of war for him to be here without announcing himself,
Well, maybe
It
Liam knows more about him than I do.
it sure does sound interesting. If there's like a particular line that he's not allowed to cross politically before he enters the barony,
Maybe that's why you're right. Maybe that's why he hasn't come in yet.
I mean,
'Cause
like, and
he's being
because if,
careful.
if to do so without announcing, but like being on the edge of town for a little while, like, allows him to be keeping tabs in a way that he might not otherwise.
Well, maybe he's
So
wanting to warn me, but he doesn't want to cross into the random territory.
that's very sweet. That's very sweet of you to think.
Wow.
I would check with Liam about it. Okay.
I will. It's what time of day is it, Echo? Is it morning? It's morning still,
It's
right?
2 in the afternoon.
Oh, okay. So not Liam's shift yet. So I'll wait until the evening
Correct.
to do that.
Oh,
I
you're
would
not
also
going to
like.
try and find Liam's house? Okay.
No, I'm not going to barge in on him while he's sleeping.
I would also like to add, for the sake of this conversation, that Tess did roll initiative, so she did do a heroic recovery.
Yep.
After getting beaten all the hell. However, she didn't recover all of her hit points, so she still has some like random bruises and shit. While she's
Oh my
having
god. Are you okay? Did another Dreadmaw come
No.
into town?
I don't think I could handle a Dreadmaw by myself. I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It's such a...
Vera and I had just a bit of a forceful conversation. That's all.
Vera beat you up?
No, we had a conversation.
I rolled a 17 on my insight check. Is that true?
That's what Tess said.
Okay, so
Has
as you're
believed what she's
considering
telling.
this, you hear that was one violent conversation.
Yeah, Tess, you have a black eye.
It's okay. I asked for it.
She looks befuddled. Are you and Vera like a thing?
No, I think if Seeker ever comes back, he'd be really mad at me if I did that.
If you were a thing with Vera, but not
Yeah.
if she beats you up because you asked for it?
Yeah.
Okay. You're okay.
I'm okay.
Okay.
I promise. I promise.
Okay. Sure. And Claudia makes a mental note to talk to Vera.
Okay. All right. So Tess handles that conversation with Claudia. That was the first thing that Tess is doing.
Yep.
All right. We're going to hop over to Velen because you didn't have any concrete ideas. So I'm going to ask you if there's anything that sprung to mind or no.
Velen has a thing that she is going to want to do in the middle of the night, but it's 2 in the afternoon. So,
good.
For now, I will hold my peace. I think she's gonna. I mean, she was practicing the bagpipes for now,
Yeah.
and musicking her feelings out. So that's where she is for.
Where
for the moment.
are you playing the bagpipes?
I'm at home. I'm at Walker Way.
Okay.
On the
you're-
front porch.
Sure.
So
In your
I'm
peripheral,
noise polluting the neighborhood.
yeah, it's very loud. In your passive perception, like the shriller notes of the bagpipes have clearly had an effect on the various exotic creatures that call Walker Way home.
Oh, good.
The camera pans away from Velen as she's playing bagpipes on the front porch up to the loft where Little Belle has many tentacles up over her ears, head pushed into straw.
She's got really good hearing, Velen.
It's,
You aren't home.
This is off camera, so
She's got really good hearing, Velen.
you can say it over table, yeah, but none of you know about this. Then in the tank, the moonlit otter is like trying to swim deeper and is unable to get deep enough to kind of.
It's difficult to escape bagpipes. Regardless of the water.
It is pleasant sound, but to these creatures, yeah, there is a sloth that has herbs and leaves that it's just burying its head into.
So I'm gonna say that when her I think her little fox is gonna like come and stare at her until she stops.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah,
So she'll
that
knock
could
it off.
totally
She's not
happen.
So Velen will put the bagpipes away.
You would kind of
after.
catch on the outside of the windowsill just the fox,
Just,
full
staring
eye,
and-
like ears straight up.
Airplane
kind of
ears.
like the face that Puddin makes when you start cooking and she thinks the fire alarm is going to go off.
That is a reference that everyone at this table
No
gets.
one will understand this. My dog is terrified that the smoke alarm is going to go off, and she stares intently at whoever is cooking until the smoke risk stops. So that is what I'm imagining the elemental is doing.
No shade
Velen-
thrown. No shade thrown. Just saying, perhaps using higher smoke point oils would be better.
Velen will stop with the bagpipes when she realizes that she has been torturing the wildlife.
Okay.
Velen is being unusually solitary right now. Like I don't think she's avoiding people, but she's also not actively seeking anyone out. So I am not very entertaining
That's fine.
for RP purposes at the moment.
Dude, I see you've returned, so I'm going to ask you. You said that you're going to do some various things, but research is one of them.
Yes.
And I wanted to know specifically what Artie wants to research.
Okay.
You're getting
So
tattooed at the moment,
there-
but you have many books on you.
Yeah. So one of the things I wanted to do was I wanted to study my god more, my new god more. Magos. I
Okay.
wanted to like just get what his general vibe was. I wanted to kind of know what he's all about.
Okay.
I don't know if I've gotten a book on him yet, but for the moment being, since I'm just using what I have on me while getting tattooed, I'm just gonna do some more research on the Devil Contract. I know I got one book, which was actual like the Hell Contract for
Infernal
Dummies or
Contracts for
whatever.
Dummies. Yes.
Yes, I have another one. What's the other one? Oh, On the Structure of Infernal Law by Malchior Vin.
Okay. Hold on, let me pull that up.
Yeah.
Okay. On the Structure of Infernal Law by Malchior Vin. Imagine creating dumb outlines and summaries for fantasy books.
I love it.
You don't actually, if you don't have it, you do not have to go through it. If
No,
you go
I've
through the
done
effort to
this
Make it.
in the past.
Oh, okay.
He's just saying, I've done this. Can you believe it?
Imagine doing this.
I think Infernal Contracts for Dummies might have been the greatest thing that's ever happened in this session.
It has been
This
amazing.
campaign. That was phenomenal.
Okay. I need you to roll an intelligence check as you are skimming through this book.
Yeah. Straight intelligence.
Yep.
Sure. 19.
Okay. You are aware. This book is written in common, but there are excerpts that are in infernal. So you
I got my
do.
glasses.
Yeah, I was about to say you would have to identify that. So, as you begin reading the book by Malchior Vin, Esquire of the Seventh Flame, this book was published in 5823 AI. And then it was banned in 5831 AI, though it is still frequently circulated among legal scholars, warlocks, and devils. The book itself, as you skim it, it is 421 pages, and many of the margins are stamped with glyphs that you are aware are legal traps that you navigate and avoid. You learn from the About the Author page, Malchior Vin was a mortal arcanist and legal scholar who studied under infernal tutors in the Court of Embers. He's widely believed to have been the first mortal to map the legal lattice of the Ninefold Contracts, a system that governs all lawful dealings between fiends and mortals. Though many consider his book dangerous, it's also widely respected as the definitive mortal treatise on how infernal law works. His soul is now a law clerk in the Ashen Tribunal by force of the inevitables. You can roll me an Arcana check.
Okay. 30.
30. The inevitables are an entity that you've heard of before. Though you've never really heard of them, like, coming up. You remember reading about them a long time ago when you were researching, like, complex weaponry that you might build into maybe, not an automaton, but like a trap or something. An inevitable is a construct and creature. It is a combination of both, originating from the plane of law, from Mechanus. An inevitable, and there are various kinds of them, are entities that enforce contracts. They are lawful neutral, and if you break a contract, whether it be a devil or a celestial or any other kind of contract, it is an inevitable that if one party can't actually enforce their own contract, an inevitable shows up. And they do things like hit you, no matter what your AC is.
Yeah.
They do things like just, well, they're inevitable. They literally can't be stopped. So they are the entities that enforce these contracts, and this book brings them to your attention. So don't break a contract.
Yeah.
Notable excerpt: the hells do not lie. They contract. You may believe they trick you, but that trickery was in the page, in the ink, and in your own need. You handed them the quill, and they merely asked what color your blood would be. You learn what the Ninefold Hierarchy is. You learn details of the concept of binding by intention, where a mortal's intent can trigger a contract without their full understanding.
Oh, good.
You learn about the Hell's 3 pillars of law: consent, exchange, and clarity, which includes ambiguity as a weapon. There's a lot going on in this book as you continue to read. You learn about the sigil of invitation, the clause of consent, boons and costs tables, rider clauses, which are often invisible until triggered, and contingent consequences. Warns of soulback clauses where your descendants may inherit broken or, well, implied deals. Lists known of enforcement agents, such as inevitables, soul rippers, hellhounds, fiends of the red ink, etc. Discusses known loophole cases, including the case of Silas Thorne, who technically did not say yes. And then one of the last parts of the book is surviving a contract, advice for navigating or surviving one. Hallowed ground interrupts detection clauses. Word of recall breaks pursuit briefly, but not permanently. Divine heritage can prevent tracking altogether. And reassignment. Some contracts allow transfer to another party. That's what
This
you
whole
get.
time that I'm reading it, I'm giving useful tidbits to Durgan.
Oh, I'm sure he loves that.
Like, you know about the inevitables. Even if you do a contract and let's say you can't force it, you can have them step in.
So useful.
I'm so pleased to know that now. Thank you.
Do I think I'm fucked with the contract I just signed? After
Based
reading
on
this whole thing?
based on reading this book, the contract that you just signed, those 9 minutes where your voice will be used by Ractiel, they could condemn you.
Gotcha.
They could be used in a terrible way. It depends on what Ractiel uses them for. What you do know is what would be worse is breaking that contract.
Well, I'll give him my 9 minutes.
We'll see what happens
Mhm.
as you research that book. We're going to hop over to Claudia.
Oh, hi.
Hello. You had things you wanted to do?
Yeah, so she finishes that conversation with Tess and knows that Liam won't be in for a couple more hours. So she's going to look over at the wax and claw and she's going to go try to find Vera.
Vera's easy to find. She's currently, just building. She's doing framework on the second floor. So she's outside and has these large wooden, beams that she had Tess cut to size. She is now putting them in the building. And as you approach... Hey!
Hey, Vera.
You gonna give me a hand?
Oh, sure. She'll step up and help, but she does want to look Vera over. Does she look injured?
Not at all.
Huh. Okay. She will help with what she's being beckoned for.
On your way up, Vera says, grab those beams. Got a lot of
Grab
these to
those
put
beams?
in. The beams. On the sawhorses there, grab that big stack.
She will do so.
Thank you. Now, I
Um,
assume you didn't just come here for the charity of helping me with this hotel.
Well, I mean, I did have a couple questions for you, but this came up just now, and I am a little. Did she takes a deep breath? Did Tess ask you to hit her?
She... Tess is going through some shit. And she wanted what sounded like a brawl. She wanted to scrap and blow off some steam. Only she didn't. She kind of just took him in the face. And I think she was trying to just punish herself.
Oh. She promised she was fine.
And you believed her?
Well, I don't think she would lie.
She might not think she's lying to you, but she's definitely lying to herself. That girl's fucked up,
Okay.
and she needs help.
I did see I would say don't tell anyone, but
Well,
I
you
don't
know
know
me,
who
I'm a
does and
fucking
doesn't
gossip.
know. I saw Velen and Tess getting a little comfortable last night.
Isn't Velen macking on Nazik?
You see, that's what I thought too.
Okay. Gotta love small town drama.
Yeah, I guess I should talk to her about that.
Probably.
Do you think I should talk to Velen about it?
That's who I thought you were talking about. Yeah, you should talk to Velen about it.
I guess I'll talk to both of them about it.
Was that what you wanted to talk about?
No. Well, there was a something else completely unrelated to Tess, actually. So
I mean, if you want to pour
You
some more
want-
tea, I'm here. I'm here to sip it.
no, but I liked the clava you brought earlier.
I'm glad.
So this isn't really. I don't bring this up because I want to bring up old history, but I think you might be the only one who really could answer me if you had an answer. If there is an answer, I was thinking about Jericho recently. Well,
Mhm.
I think about Jericho all the time, but I mean, you know, his body was never found, right?
I know the culling slung it up to try and scare you.
Yeah. I never actually saw it. That guy Neo, when he was here, he saw it and told us. But when Velen and Artie went to get it, it was gone.
Well, that's... Well, Raynor said he never took it down.
He did? He never told you that he did?
He said he just left it there to rot.
Was that before or after your falling out?
I mean, it was part of the argument. I
Wow.
said that we should respect the dead regardless if they're friend or foe, because he was a follower of Valkeen. And he said it didn't fucking matter that he had tried to shame him and that his body could be food for the flies.
So you don't think it was Raynor or his people who took Jericho?
No, I don't.
I was gonna ask if that was the case, if you knew where or what he would have done with it, but if you don't think he took it, then I guess you wouldn't be able to help me there.
He said he left it there, and I believe him because he was very angry, apparently, at Jericho specifically. I don't know what your brother did to piss him off so much, but I do know that he got pissed off at everyone and everything as the hunt started to take over.
So he didn't say what happened between them.
Not exactly.
Okay. That day is kind of a blur for me. A lot of bad things happened.
Yeah, I can imagine.
You don't have any idea what might have happened? Like what other groups might live in the woods since you were living out there for so long?
I mean, there's druids, but they don't come anywhere near this part of the woods. Not if they can
Right.
avoid it.
Right.
Lilibel was the only one, and that's because she kind of claimed this side of the woods and protected it. Which, to be frank, could probably use with a new druid taking up her reins. The woods have kind of gotten a little crazy lately.
Yeah.
There is a couple old Greywatch that like to live out in an old outpost to the north, but they keep to themselves. I don't think they would have messed with a body. And then there was the Serenite cultists. They might have done something,
Yeah.
but they've been
You're
cleaned out from what I could tell.
a cleric of Valkeen, right?
Sure am.
Do you think if I prayed to him, he might be able to give me some guidance or maybe a hint or something?
You could try, but Valkeen... I don't think he'd give you a clear answer.
I don't need a clear answer. I just need something to go off of.
Let me reword that. When a follower or someone part of Valkeen's pack dies, they join his pack, and he protects them from death and from life. I don't believe he'd give you anything.
Okay.
I believe he would tell you that you need to look to yourself for strength, because you do. And you need to worry about the pack that's with you now in life.
I understand that, but I've always wanted his body back, but it's kind of become more important now more than ever because I have kind of an idea where my parents are, and I thought maybe I could bring him to them.
Well, finding his body, that might be a little more fruitful than trying to talk to Valkeen about it. If you happen to, come across a locate object spell or something like that, you could find a corpse.
How far does that go out? Because the Goldswood's pretty big.
Goldswood is pretty big. Well, I do happen to know that you know a guy who fucks with magic all the time and changes spells around.
Artie.
I know
He
that
fucks with everything.
he does. It's obnoxious sometimes, but in this case, it might be useful. Locate object goes out to about maybe a quarter mile, around there. But if there's anybody who can tweak that shit, it'll be that little shithead.
That's true. Maybe since it's a very specific thing, maybe he'll be able to make the radius bigger or something. I don't know, but that's a good idea.
I'm full of them.
Thanks.
You don't look like you know how to swing that hammer.
Oh. No, I don't.
Okay. You're gonna learn.
Oh, okay.
The next hour and a half is swallowed up by Vera teaching you how to use a hammer. As you have apparently ruined 6 nails trying to mount a framework.
Oops. Jericho would have been good at this.
Cliff,
Go.
we talked a little bit about what sort of things you might like to do. But
Mhm.
there wasn't anything specific. And I'd like to know, as you have some downtime here waiting as these tattoos are happening and the Wild Hearts are going about handling their business and talking to each other and the other NPCs. Is there anything Cliff wants to do aside from collect the ale for Durden, which you've already brought back?
I know Cliff would love to go to the Parchment and Quill, and like I said earlier, he's only actually seen the general store, Charlie
Yeah.
General. He's been just the Cedarkin Lodge and Charlie General, and I guess Walker Way, but nowhere else.
Sure. So the main stretch, Old Pitch Road, that runs all the way through Endsmeet, is this small town literally is most of the population, all of their business occurs on this one stretch of road. The Parchment and Quill, a humble little bookstore down a little bit a ways from where Durden has the caravan set up. You see this bookstore is open for business, and as you approach it, it is a handsome little place. There is a pair of clearly elven, maybe Eladrin, you're not sure, individuals that are working it. One of them is a young Eladrin woman who is behind the counter, and she looks up as you enter. Good afternoon. And at the bookshelves is an Eladrin man, who they clearly have some resemblance between the two. And he doesn't turn as you enter, but he just says, "Let us know if we can help you find anything."
Afternoon. I'd imagine you can probably help. I've never been here.
It is, your voice is that of a stranger. So the man turns around and he says, "Oh, I haven't seen you around here before. I'm Dunnerin, that's Corian. Welcome to the Parchment and Quill."
I'm surprised such a small town has a bookshop.
Oh, well, I don't have the history because she and I are fairly new employees of the place. But it's here, and traders are constantly coming by with new books that we trade for, so we have all sorts of strange things in here.
I was looking for something for some downtime. I tend to be on the road quite a bit.
So like something recreational, like a novel, or
That'd be
something more
nice.
specific.
Do you have a novel with some action in it, a lot of like emotion, good fights?
Spice.
Oh, I mean, sure. We have some romance, we have some dramas. Let's see. There is The Ember's Whisper by Layla Varn. It's kind of a slow burning romance about a lighthouse keeper. There's Tea at the World's End by Norik Bellum. This one's more of a funny one about a tea house at the edge of a planar rift, but it's one that I quite enjoyed. Let's see. Are you looking for one more fighty or one more passionate?
One of each.
Okay. He reaches over and he picks up a book from... This one is clearly like it's not on the shelves. Like it was on like a side table. He picks it up and he hands it to you. That's a good romance option. And you're looking at, like, when he hands it to you, he's handed it to you the back cover first. And the back cover blurb says, "He smelled like iron and rain. His hands were rough. His voice was wrong, but when the full moon rose, I stopped caring who or what he was supposed to be."
I'm muted, but I'm laughing hysterically.
I would like to buy that in real life.
It is called He Kissed Me With Teeth by Vera Loom.
Ooh. Oh.
And then he goes to the shelves and pulls one that looks really weathered. He pulls it off the shelves and he like hands it to you and he says, "This one I've read many times. It's just a fun one. I keep coming back to it. There's lots of duels and burning carriages and a fight in a ballroom of a crumbling citadel. It's great." And as he hands it to you, it's called Saber and Silence by Riston Duskmark.
Sorry. Tell me those again. Both of the names, real quick.
The first one, the smut novel, is He Kissed Me With Teeth by Vera Loon. And the action novel is called Saber and Silence by Riston Duskmark.
Thank you.
I'm sold.
And that actually sounds incredible.
Good. It's going to be 4 gold. 2 apiece.
4 gold. All right. And how much for? This is a small town. Do you charge extra for discretion?
Oh, we're not going to say anything about what you find. I mean, what you say and purchase within our walls. We wouldn't be a good bookstore if we told everyone what people were buying.
I appreciate that. And he'll hand over 5 gold just in case.
Noted. Appreciate it. And he nods at Corian, and Corian looks at you straight on in the eyes, Cliff, and does the lock and key gesture.
He just laughs and smiles and again says, "Thank you very much. You've both been wonderful."
I know. A pleasant day to you.
He will leave.
As you're leaving, you hear Corian say, "You finally got rid of it. Well done." You don't know to whit or what she's referring to. Okay, so you've bought smut and an action novel.
Yeah. It's like my weekend.
Listen, something to keep the tension high and something to
Keep the
for
tension
the
high.
downtime, you know?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
As you leave the Parchment and Quill, you look across the street and you see there's this really fucking big, burly, just bear of a man standing outside of this building near a pair of carriages, and he's like stretching as he's like pulling out his back, and he says, "Hey there! You're new in town."
Came in with Durden.
Oh, the artist.
Yeah, sorry, I'm Cliff.
It's a pleasure. The folk around
How
here
much they
call
care
me
about?
Old Knuckle.
I think I've heard the Wild Hearts mention you.
Oh, I bet they have.
And that one, Vera?
Aye,
You made the clava.
I did.
Delicious, thank you.
You're quite welcome. Where did you hail from?
What do you...
You've been traveling with Durden for long.
No, just from, he took a trip down from Aurelia, and I'm from Halstead.
Halstead? Oh, that's quite a ways.
Aye.
Can I tempt you with maybe a bowl of stew for a couple of the stories from up around there?
Gladly, I'm sure you have your fair share. Especially seems eventful around here.
Oh, it's never quiet. They say small town living is that for the peaceful ones, but not this one.
And he'll head over and take a seat, I guess.
Sure. You hang out with Old Knuckle.
I want to hang out with Old Knuckle.
Well, you're busy being shown how to use a hammer by Old Knuckle's
you
daughter.
said what you were gonna do.
All right. So, Cliff, roll me just a general charisma check.
Oh dear.
That's
Oh, good
pretty
roll.
good. That'll do. 14. You entertain Old Knuckle for at least an hour. As you eat Old Knuckle stew, which is like a venison stew full of carrots and onions, it is delicious. Somehow he's managed to get the venison to be fall apart tender, which is something you've never seen before.
Something I've never seen before in real life. What do you mean?
It's magic. It's fantasy. We can make up whatever we want. As you eat the stew, you gain 10 temporary hit points, which will last until they are gone. They do not go away with a long rest. Please make a note of that. And with that 14 charisma, you convince Old Knuckle, whether you mean to or not, he kind of tells you a little bit of, the stories around the town. And so you have advantage on history checks relating to events around Endsmeet, should they come up.
Awesome.
Artie,
Yeah.
your tattoo finishes.
Nice.
It's about 5 in the evening when that happens. You can go ahead and mark those feats on your character sheet.
Very nice. Do I have any spell slots missing? Let me see. Hold up. No, we didn't do shit today.
Nope, you haven't done it. You've just been getting tattooed. You had a conversation
yeah.
with Raktiel. You've done a lot of reading and such. At this point, while you're getting tattooed, you glance up and you see Claudia getting yelled at by Vera.
Giggles.
Mean.
Hey, Echo.
Yes.
Since the little conversation that I had early in the morning, can I make some rolls like while the tattoos are going on? Can I be working on my weapon focus for Feihu?
Yes.
Rad.
Go ahead and roll me a couple things. 1 second. Let me look at your character sheet. See if I've got the stats right here. Okay. Go ahead and roll me a strength-based attack.
Okay. With Feihu?
Yeah.
Ooh, 19 on the die. 26.
26. Okay. Roll me a wisdom check. A non-proficient one, just straight wisdom.
Natural 20!
Wow.
Okay.
So adept.
All right. All right. So you're practicing your weapon focus with hand axes.
Yes.
Hand axes by themselves are simple weapons, and as you're spending time concentrating on this one, there are some realities about hand axes that you kind of just learn as you're practicing with this one. You are already proficient with hand axes, so you know how to use it. But there is a reality that you learn in this practice that takes a few hours. Hand axes are not very good at defending yourself. They're good at attacking things. They are heavy towards the head. You can't really parry or block weapons with it, which is when you rely on something like movement or a shield.
Yeah.
As you're practicing, you focus on these swings and attacks that are based around relying on something else aside from the hand axe to block attacks or keep yourself or others safe. And in doing so, you kind of accept that reality of the hand axe, and you almost like mentally unlock the ability to lean into attacks and then rely on something else, letting the hand axe flow into the follow-through of your swings, bringing it back up to your side, ready for the next attack, instead of the awkward trying to swing with the hand axe and then twist your body to use the hand axe to defend yourself.
Love it.
Please go ahead and mark down 40 towards weapon focus.
Hell yeah.
Have you had any... Are you adding that to anything, or is this your first foray into it?
This is my first foray into it.
Okay. The natural 20 made huge ground toward it, so well done.
I bet it did.
You're a prodigy.
Yes. Well, I mean, Feihu. Important to her.
Okay. Now, Tess, you were the one who I was about to jump to anyway. You said that there was potentially something else you wanted to do?
There was, I mean, she is also in line to get a tattoo eventually, but I imagine that Durden is going to need like a break at some point and probably isn't going to be working into the night. So she's going to go see Nazik.
Okay. You head over to Nazik's. As you do, you enter Nazik's shop. He kind of glances up at you, and then... Good afternoon, Tess.
Hey, Nazik.
How can I help you?
Can I insight check him, please?
Yes?
There's a vibe. There is a vibe.
Oh, I rolled so poorly. 14. Or 13
This is
even.
worth an inspo.
Yeah, this is worth an inspo. I agree.
You have 1 million.
I do have 1 million. That's much better. 20.
Zeke is hard to read.
Oh my god!
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. Tess is gonna say, so I hear tell that there has been another shipment of various magical items and what am I talking about? Spell components.
Oh, yes. I
Any
have
chance there's
been... I'm sorry, go ahead.
any chance there's enough ivory for a legend lore?
You mentioned it last time, and I did make sure that it was plenty. So, yes, there is.
Okay. I'm gonna owe Durden a lot pretty soon, but I did want to at least check that it was here. Let me check how much I need for that spell.
For legend lore, it is going to be 200 gold worth of ivory and 250 gold worth of incense.
Okay.
The
That might be
incense
good.
is destroyed. The ivory is not.
Oh, well, that's convenient. Okay, well, I will get back to you to see how much I have left after the tattoo van goes through. But I'm
You
glad
can
it's
trust that I will be here.
I know you will.
Is there anything else?
She's gonna meet his eyes. Is there?
That is not how this typically goes.
It's a small town, Mizik.
Yes, it is.
I'm so tense.
Okay. I'm not the person you want to talk to about this. I get it. That's fine.
Everyone has choices they are always willing to make. Should you choose to come back to my store and purchase this ivory, I will be here.
Yep. I understand.
A pleasure.
No, if he means
Always.
that.
Always. Tess will leave. And make sure to not go back in there again.
I don't
be
know what you guys are
perfectly
talking
fine.
about. It was just a
Oh.
normal
Totally
interaction.
normal interaction.
Totally normal interaction.
Super
It would be funny if he
professional.
literally doesn't know what you're talking about, and he's like, "That was weird."
Okay, Tess, so you don't buy the ivory.
I don't buy the ivory right now, partially because for out of character reasons, I really want to get this tattoo.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I think she'll just spend the day working on Vicky. If Durden has it in him to do, she wants just a little one.
Dude,
but
as
in
soon as he finishes with that already, you hear Durden saying, "Next!"
okay. Okay. Tess will be like, "Hey, it looks great, Artie. I like it. It looks great. Magos. Yeah."
Kinda. And I just have like my chest out. Yeah. Makes me look buff.
It does.
Right? I gotta start doing some push-ups. Get it popping, you know?
So you don't really have any books on Magos, but you don't remember anything about him caring about musculature.
No, that's for me.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Tess, you're getting a small tattoo.
I am getting a small tattoo. I am getting the Artificer,
Hey,
Oh.
for your best bud.
so I can get an extra attunement slot.
Makes sense.
And I would like it in, let me look it up, whatever the Wisdom ink is. That's why it's going to be expensive. Which one is Wisdom?
It is one of the
Verdant.
more expensive ones.
I think it's Verdant. Yeah, Verdant. Tattoos composed of this ink alter the wearer's Wisdom attribute by 2.
Okay. Let's see here. How much is that?
4,000 it looks like for the ink.
gracious.
Yeah, it is one of the more expensive ones because it raises an attribute and it raises the difficult attributes. Dexterity and
difficult
wisdom are the hardest ones to raise.
Yep. So she's getting that one, and the artificer I think is 600.
Okay, it's 4,600. As you point out the tattoo that you want, and Durden,
Oh
like,
shit! Hang on. Do I actually? I thought I had this much.
Did you take
Hang
into
on.
account what Claudia gave you?
What?
Did you take into account what Claudia gave you?
Oh, I might not have. I might not have. How much did Claudia give me?
It's in our messages.
Yeah, it's in our message. Hang on. Sorry. I thought I figured this out ahead of time. But it's the, let's see, test, tattoo. Sorry, you can skip me while I actually figure this out. I apologize.
sure.
I do not wish to hold this up.
All right. Does anyone have anything pressing that they wish to immediately address, or shall I hop on to the next one that's natural? Okay. Velen, how you doing?
Okay.
Roll me a D100.
Okay.
Oh,
She's
shit.
problem free.
$45.
Okay. After you practice the bagpipes for a while, what would Velen do to pass the time?
Velen is going to deep clean the house.
Oh, good. That's
Okay.
a good distraction method.
Not Artie's lab. She's not going down there. But just like the rest of the house, she's wielding a combination of elbow grease and prestidigitation to find and destroy mess. She is very restless, and she is not feeling up to interacting with people, so she is focusing on trying to create order out of chaos.
Okay. You cannot help but notice as you are cleaning the number 3 Walker Way, like every so often you catch a glimpse through one of the windows of Tess, like swinging a hand axe around in the backyard. Very Star Wars kid, just slashing at nothing. Cleaning, unfortunately for Velen, cleaning number 3 Walker Way does not actually take that long.
We're not here most of the time.
Yeah.
That's true. Also, Velen is not
We do have a
actually
shitload
great
of
at
animals,
cleaning. If she did not have prestidigitation, this would not go well, because literally she is a fucking, she was a noblewoman. She doesn't have
She
the
had
skill
people for
set,
that.
but she
Yeah.
has prestidigitation, and she can apply her elbows to the problem.
Okay.
Once the house is clean, she no longer has anything that she can make the excuse of cleaning. I think she's gonna go sit on the roof for a while and brood.
Okay. What is going through Velen's head as she's on the roof?
So Velen had this prayer that she had addressed last week to Jamino. And the functional result of that is the answer to why am I like this is, you know why. Look inward. And she's kind of wrestling with that. She knows why she's like this. She's ashamed of herself. And she's sort of chewing over that. Shame is not an unfamiliar emotion for Velen, but it's been a while since she actually confronted it instead of hiding or avoiding. And so she's kind of and because of the current slightly fractive nature of her psyche, I think she's got both swords with her. Her moon scimitar and the cursed scimitar.
Sure, the
Lycan's
Lycan's Bane.
Or Lycan's Bane. I forgot the words because I'm a fool, but I've got them. You know what I meant.
Yeah.
And she's just got both of them with her, and she's kind of she's not actually doing anything with them, but she's just kind of brooding over the duality of like black and silver white, and thinking about, this is my life, this is my choices. I think that she has probably come to some decisions, but she is not actually admitted to herself that she has, and that's kind of where she's at right now.
Okay. As you're kind of sitting on the roof, you are just kind of passively looking out over Endsmeet. And as it's getting later in the evening, it's still winter, so the suns are already setting. It's getting cold. But the snow, there hasn't been a fresh snowfall in maybe like a week or so. And a lot of the snow has turned to ice or melted away. And you hear very quiet footsteps on the ground in front of number 3 Walker Way. They're quiet enough that you're surprised you heard them, but as you hear them, you kind of look over the side of the roof just to see what it is that you're hearing. Roll me a perception.
That is 13.
You swear, as you glimpse over the side of the roof, there was a person there. But as soon as you, crest over the roof and make eye contact on where that person should be based on what you heard, there's nobody there.
Velen is going to slide down the roof and jump down like a dork.
Okay.
Then she's going to look around and see if she can figure out who was there.
Roll investigation.
22.
Hold on. Okay. Right in front of you, and you don't know how you missed them. Like, your eyes, it's like your eyes just slid off of them. But as you land and you, call out, hey, this individual turns and looks at you, and for a moment it almost startles you. Like, this person just kind of appeared, but they were there the whole time. They have a very proper appearance about them. They're wearing road leathers. They clearly have been traveling. But their hair is incredibly well kept. Their clothes look very clean, like they take care of themselves, and they smell like immediately you get the smell of pine and soap. Like, this person, while they are traveling, it's clear that they care about their appearance and what they look like. What they look like, let me make sure this doesn't immediately bug out. Hold on. Because it's already caused me problems. Just a moment. Apologies.
No worries.
Okay. This is what he looks like.
Oh, he's definitely a Bambi.
He's here to
He has a
colonize.
cravat. He has to be.
He has a
Absolutely.
cravat!
That's Vampire 101, guys.
He does look like a nobleman, as he stands in front of you, and he says, "Oh, hello."
Evening? Afternoon? Evening. Hi.
It appears to be evening.
What can I do for you?
Oh, nothing. I'm just out for a stroll. I happen to be... Well, no, that's not true. Perhaps you could help me find something.
What are you looking for?
I'm trying to find the Boren estate. I have a package for them.
Isn't that Liam's last name?
Yes. Over the
Can
table.
I-
Yes, that is Liam's
Can I?
last name.
Yeah. Can I do an insight check to see if?
Yeah, this guy
Can I
is
just like a
sus.
general vibe check?
Sure.
That almost landed on a 1. That would have been really funny. 24.
He seems pleasant. It seems like he's looking for the Boren estate.
Yeah, okay.
It doesn't look like he's deceiving you.
Okay. Well, around this time, I think we could take a walk over to the tavern, and there's someone there who could probably help you.
Oh, no, I've already asked, and they said that I could find him at home. So, here I am, trying to find it.
That's interesting.
Why?
Well,
I don't
I-
see how it's
I-
interesting.
I would usually find him there, around this time of evening. That's all.
No, there's a polite, half-orcish gentleman running the counter at the moment.
Yeah, must be too early.
This guy's
Um,
too well dressed to be a delivery man.
What was that noise?
I think it was
It was a pigeon.
It was a pigeon.
It was a pension.
Just a lot of pigeon. Oh my god, a lot of pigeons around here this time of night.
It's only just become night. Must be why they linger.
But sure. Let's take a walk and see if we can find Liam.
Oh, I don't have to. I just need to drop this off at his home. I don't think an introduction is necessary.
Oh, really?
I don't
Alright.
want to put him out. I understand he's a busy man.
Aren't we all? Ellen kind of scratches her head.
Are we? I don't mean to inquire, but you were just sitting on the roof.
Oh, I didn't mean me. I am a
Uh-huh.
font of uselessness.
So the we all was everyone else. Then I understand.
Yeah. Yes. It was a personally exclusive. We all.
Hmm.
No, I think Velen can give him directions to where he might find Liam's general residence. I don't.
You
out
don't
of
know
character,
where
I don't
Liam.
where Liam
you
lives.
don't know where Liam lives.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have no clue.
We just
We've
know
never
this
asked.
is his area.
You know Liam
Yeah.
lives near Endsmeet or in Endsmeet, but you don't. You've never seen his
Never
house.
actually tried to find his house. Okay. I don't think I actually know what his address is. I've only ever just seen him at the pub. Well, I suppose he's visited here, but I mean,
That's
I don't go around asking people for their address, I guess.
he like looks up the street and then down the other street. There's not that many houses. You would think.
True.
Do you know who I might be able to ask?
Well, since asking at the lodge didn't work, we could ask Knuckle.
Yeah, Knuckle would probably know.
Knuckle knows everyone.
Knuckle.
At the carriage house. Big guy, lots of soup.
Do you mind showing me the
Yes.
way?
I'll be happy to do that. I'll be happy to do
You
that.
know, the guy with all the soup.
Fantastic, thank you. What's
Absolutely.
your name?
I'm Velen, but thanks.
Velen,
Who are
it's
you?
a pleasure. I'm Ephraim.
Ephraim.
I knew
Mhm.
it.
This
Okay.
pigeon is
I
very
tried.
noisy.
This is a very loud pigeon nearby.
Sorry, I'll shut up.
Like, I must have spilled some crumbs.
You begin to
From that
lead.
sandwich I was eating on the roof? No, I don't know what the fuck
You,
I'm talking about.
you
Go.
begin to lead him in the direction of Fortuna Station, Old Knuckles'
Yeah, right.
business. And as you do, we're gonna go ahead and stop for a 5-minute break.
Ah!
Okay.
Got a vampire.
Do we? As we
Yes.
resume the session, calm down. Honestly,
Yes.
please. So, Velen, you are leading Ephraim up the road towards Fortuna Station. Claudia, you're currently on the second floor of the Wax and Claw Hotel as it's being built. So you're kind of
Holding some
out in
wood.
open air, and you're working with Vera. And Vera basically says, "All right, we're just gonna finish this side, and then we can call it, at least for now."
Okay. My arms hurt.
No, they don't.
I'm actually, yeah. Well, I'm not really a strength fighter. I'm more of like a quick on my feet fighter.
We're not fighting. We're building.
I know, but that's just what muscles I'm used to using.
There's more to life than fighting.
I know that. I'm trying to become a vet.
Oh. Is that why you smell like so many animals right now?
I just like them.
I can respect
Have you seen
that.
a raccoon around?
Lots.
No, not shit, I forgot. Artie's friend. Fuck. Rynan. Not Rynan.
Yeah,
Bandit.
he's-
The fat one?
The fat raccoon. You're gonna have to narrow it
Yeah,
down.
the one the one that digs around the back of the Cedarkin Lodge.
I don't keep track, okay? There's a lot of raccoons out here.
Okay, I'll find him eventually.
You named it Bandit?
Yeah.
Did you? Never mind. I think Ryanan's getting fucked up at the lodge anyway. You could ask him. He might know.
Oh, is that racist?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I won't do that. I can hear Sal laughing from a different room.
But if
I'll
anyone
try
would
to have to
know
work
where
that.
a raccoon is, ask a raccoon.
It's the same advice Artie would give you.
That's true.
Claudia,
Artie's very wise. Yes.
as you're talking to Vera, you see in your peripheral Velen walking along the street with a familiar figure next to her.
I think Claudia, she was probably holding up a piece of wood while Vera nailed, and I think she drops it.
Hey, what the fuck?
Who's that person with Tess?
I don't see Tess.
Felon, sorry.
I don't know.
I'm so shocked.
Some noble guy?
I gotta go.
Okay.
She's gonna
I'm
jump
gonna
down
remember
from the
this.
second floor. She's just gonna land on her feet, jumping from the second floor.
Yeah, I can find distractions too.
And she's gonna to quickly hurry up to Velen and this person in their stride as they go toward Fortuna Station.
Oh,
So-
hey, Claudia.
This all happens in the middle, right as the roads meet. So, Tess, you're getting tattooed. Cliff, you're there probably at this moment, just kind of being a guard. I think the only person who potentially could be somewhere else is Artie, but I'm going to say that if Artie wants to be there, he's there.
Drinking
What?
with Ryanan's right in the bar in front.
Okay. As Velen, you're walking along with Ephraim, Claudia runs up.
She would look at Velen and then glance to the person next to her and say, "Mr. Moore?"
I haven't been called that in quite a long time, but hello.
What are you doing here?
I'm attempting to deliver something important to Mr. Boren.
Liam. Right. I've heard that
Yeah,
you've been
Sorry.
It's
I
good-
heard that you've been in the woods nearby.
I have, and it's good to see you out and about. You
Right,
look like you're doing quite well for yourself.
I have been better than I was.
That would not be hard to do.
You're just here for Liam,
Yes.
not
Not
because of Lady Edivane.
No. No. She and I, we don't... Well, I realize it might have been difficult to tell the last time that we interacted, but Lady Edivane and I don't see eye to eye on many things.
Insight check. I doubt that's gonna go anywhere, but
Go ahead.
While they're having this conversation, Velen has kind of slid. It's all body language and body blocking, but she has tilted her stance so that she is backing up Claudia. She's not doing anything or saying anything. She's just standing there, but she has shifted position.
A 13
So that's
insight,
right.
Claudia,
Did nothing.
you just can't read him. He's difficult to read. And it doesn't even look like he's trying to be difficult to read. There's nothing there.
yeah. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm just surprised to see you here.
I understand. I believe a mutual acquaintance of ours are actually kind of pulled me nearby. Goliath
Sorry,
fellow.
Oh, Seeker.
Yes. That
Yes,
was...
he mentioned you. That's the first time I heard you were in the area.
I found him, out of sorts and drinking a moose.
Right, and you showed him a little bit.
It is the only responsible thing you can do when one finds a stray.
That was nice of you.
As I said, me and Lady Edivane do not agree on many things, such as common decency.
Right.
I
So you're
assure you I am no threat to you or your friends.
okay, and you're looking for Liam.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, weirdly, I don't know where he lives.
You know, I don't either. But he will be at the lodge this evening.
But I said,
I really would like to see him before his working hours, if you understand. Or I don't even need to see him,
okay.
I just need to drop this package off.
I figured Knuckle might know.
That's a good guess. Can I come with you?
If you'd like. This is going to be a very uneventful adventure.
We could use
I'm
a few
not
of
worried about
those.
that. Yeah, that sounds good. She'll sidle up next to Velen.
And he just, continues waiting because he doesn't know where he's
Yeah,
going.
we'll keep on keeping on.
Go to Knuckles.
This is quite a quaint little town.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of old magic here. The sort of things that maybe oaths made long ago that have been kept for centuries.
That's pretty spot on.
Yes, strangely accurate. Are you a student of that kind of thing?
Of the arcane? Yes. Of old magic, when I have the time. And lately all I've had is time. So I realized that was not as interesting or as enigmatic as it sounds. As you lead the way, Fortuna Station is not far. Oh, that reminds me. As you're approaching Fortuna Station, old Knuckle, pops out the door
He's
with
with
Cliff
Cliff.
following him.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hi, Cliff.
Hello.
An interesting fellow you have with you. Or rather, Durden has with him. It's hard to keep track with all you adventurers here. Hello, you're a new face. And Ephraim just... yes, hoping for directions, if you don't mind. Okay.
Package delivered to Liam, but I discovered or realized that I don't actually know where Liam lives.
He doesn't make it common knowledge. He tries to keep that, discreet. So, if it is a package that I can deliver, I will do so for you. And Ephraim looks at Old Knuckle, and then at Fortuna Station and the carriages, and the various, like, what are the equivalent of, like, P.O. boxes and sorts of things, and he says, this does appear to be
It's got its
your
job.
cup of tea, isn't it? And Ephraim reaches into his long road coat and pulls out an envelope. This really must be delivered to Mr. Boren. It's important. And Old Knuckle says, I swear on the Grey Welch's Mail Society that I will deliver this as expected and as intended. That will have to do. And Ephraim hands him the letter. Right. As Old Knuckle, like, sets it in a specific box that you see, like, anybody that's close enough can see in Sylvan is written Liam Boren's name. Along with a bunch of other boxes to various other individuals around the town. You see that number 3 Walker Way also has a box, though there is nothing in it.
I was about to
we
say,
don't
do we
know.
have mail?
We don't have friends.
You don't have any... Yeah, I mean, I'm
You
sorry.
don't have any mail.
You're telling me Lord Agatari isn't sending Artie any letters?
There's like a vellum parchment
It
envelope.
takes a while.
Yeah.
Takes a while.
There's a vellum parchment envelope talking about a credit card offer.
Oh, good. I'm glad. How do they find us?
Malicor's a far way away.
Honestly,
letter
we
will get
could
here
we could
eventually.
probably use a large sum of cash right now, but never mind.
Don't take those offers. It's never good.
No balance transfer. No. Okay.
No. It's a mistake every time.
Yeah, it is. All right. Well, you were right. That wasn't very eventful.
I try to keep my word at most times.
So you were hanging around the area just to give Liam this letter?
No. I have other business with other individuals around the area. And I'm not going to elaborate.
Sure.
I mean, honestly, it's reassuringly straightforward that you just say you aren't going to say.
That's true.
I will say, while I haven't had the opportunity to stop in and say hello, I am pleased to see that you are well, Miss Amberhide. Though very different.
A lot of things have happened in a short amount of time. If you don't mind me asking, I think you probably understand why I'm wondering when you last spoke to Lady Edivane.
It's been a few years. Would you like specifics? I could check my calendar.
Well, if
That was a
you
joke. I
haven't
don't
really
have
seen eye to
it written down.
I know. If
If
you haven't seen eye to eye
was
with
looking at me strangely is all. So
why did you visit the Edivanes if you don't agree with them?
well, you are familiar with politics.
I've heard the word.
You okay?
I know Endsmeet has a mayor.
I'm sure it does.
Lady Edivane didn't really teach me things.
Okay. I will say this. The people that I usually work with, or worked with in the past tense, when I was residing near Keystone, the Edivanes were frequently individuals whose favor we needed to earn. I find that in my current situation, that is no longer the case, and I am remarkably comfortable with that fact.
Are you a diplomat?
I am an arcanist. I have managed some problems through diplomacy, but I am not an ambassador of any kind. I am also not a part of any particular barony, so I'm sure.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yes, I'm what they call a solo flyer, free agent. I like to toe the line when I can.
I
A
see.
lot of kindred don't appreciate that.
I do, if it means anything.
I appreciate you saying so, but in the long run, I'm afraid not. It doesn't mean much.
Right.
But it is a benevolent gesture, and I appreciate it.
Are you leaving then?
I'm trying to. I'm trying to find the way to say it without being rude.
That's fair.
One question before you go.
Mhm.
Do you have information about the Edevane's current situation? Anything that we could use to protect Claudia?
Well, do I have information? Yes.
But it would be too dangerous to you to share it. So you're not willing.
You pick up quickly. Yes. It's that neutral thing. You know, the towing the line.
Understood.
I apologize.
No, I appreciate you being... I guess forthcoming isn't the right word, but you're quite clear. I appreciate that.
I will say, you have Lady Edivane frustrated.
I guess good. Or not
Let's
good.
keep that
Well,
up.
I'm certain you will manage that, whether you like it or not. Well, if there
All right.
is arcane purpose for which you wish to hire my services in the future, and he, from within his coat, a card appears, and he holds it out.
I think that's
Uh,
actually a great idea.
Claudia looks at Velen and then slowly takes it. Okay.
Until then, or if then, I'm not going to assume anything. I wish you all a good evening.
Good evening.
Bye.
And as he steps away, you basically watch, Pass Without Trace creep up over him. And he doesn't disappear, but it's really hard to maintain focus on him.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what I expected, Claudia, but
I didn't.
that could be useful in
The
You know-
card that he gave me?
the contact that you have.
Oh,
So yeah, the
Yeah.
card.
Should we
Because
all be
he knows
concerned
nothing.
that just happened in front of, the witnesses a problem?
no. He was just dropping off a package, I guess. I told Tess he was nice.
Honestly, yesterday a devil showed up at their door. At this point,
Oh, hi, Cliff.
He's
Yes,
been here. He
he's
was
been
standing
here.
right
yeah,
here.
he just witnesses things. Welcome to Endsmeet, I guess.
I think it's fine. And if it's not fine,
We'll deal
We-
with it.
did it anyway. So that's how we roll, I guess.
Yeah. It's probably fine.
So he's the one that
But
was
we should-
talking with Seeker then?
Yes.
Sounds like
We
it.
showed him how to hunt and stuff.
Hunt.
Got him to
Right.
Feed himself properly.
use hygiene, that kind of thing. Vampire hygiene.
Vigene.
Vampire. Oh,
Or kindred
gross.
hygiene, I guess. Kygiene? Shit.
I don't
It's
know.
just getting worse, guys.
Yeah, it is. It's getting worse.
How would you know?
Annie.
Are you one?
What? Kindred? No.
Kindred. Okay.
No.
It's hard to tell. Everything with you changes so quickly. I have to check in every time I see you.
Still alive. For today.
Good. I have stew on the burner, if any of you would like some.
Yes.
All right, thanks.
Cliff, it's
Yeah.
been a delight. I
Thank
wish
for the
you,
story.
of course, and I wish you luck on your adventures trying to become, well, a profound fighter. I'm sure you'll get there.
Thank you.
Perhaps I don't intend to matchmake here, but perhaps you might be an asset to the Wild Arts. They can always use another strong arm.
I
And
think
the
I'm the
pay
strongest
is-
person of the Wild Hearts.
He was
Right
pretty
now.
impressive against those things that he used to hit other things.
I'm not trying
It's
to
true.
poach you or nothing. I'm just saying maybe talk to Salite about it, because the pay is probably better than what Durden's doing. Anyway, stew inside. And Old Knuckle turns around and goes right back in.
Yeah, I guess.
He must have
eating
really
is a good
liked
idea.
you.
He's very good at sharing stories, but feels like he doesn't talk about himself.
Well, maybe you just need to get to know him a little better. Are you going to stick around? Did you tell him that? Is that why he asked about us?
Durden mentioned that this might be a good place for where things happened, and I need to get
Things
stronger.
do happen.
As I forgot his name already.
Old Knuckle?
As Old Knuckle said.
Is there a goal in mind you have to be stronger?
I need to catch certain people's attention through the tournament.
Okay. So you're going to go back to the tournaments when you're strong enough?
That's the goal.
Okay. Well, I'm happy to get to know you better, I guess.
Ooh la la.
You've all been...
What?
Actually, everyone in this town's been very kind. It's nice. I like it here.
Oh, there's not a lot of us, but the ones who are here are good.
You lot should go inside and get some stew.
Yep.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
we
the
know.
good stuff. Yeah, we'll go inside and get some stew.
Okay, everyone who eats the stew, you gain 10 temporary hit points.
Woohoo! Where's my fucking... Oh, there it is.
10 temporary.
Oops.
While you're in there, Old Knuckle gives an extra bowl to you, Velen, and he says, "Might want to bring one to old Tess out there. I know she's under the needle."
Sure. Sure, I can do that.
And I think I heard little Artie cackling and shit over by the lodge. If one of you wants to run him a bowl as well, he probably needs something to soap up all that alcohol. The lad weighs
we'll do
30 pounds, so he can't drink that much.
Watch him.
Yeah,
Or
he'll
I
do
should
it.
say, shouldn't drink that much.
Yeah. Sure, let's run these bowls to our friends.
Perhaps let them know there's a kindred about. Not that I'm assuming anything.
Yes, you are correct.
Just doing my job.
There's a out of character. There's a specific conversation I want to have with Velen, but I don't want to dominate, so I'm happy to let other people have a turn before I have that conversation.
So do we want the camera to skip away while we're carrying soup?
Yeah,
Somebody else could do something.
soup run.
Can I describe Tess's tattoo?
I really want
Yes,
you to. I was about to ask you.
Please.
Would you like me to make a con save about it? Because I did not do that yet.
Yes, you're gonna make a con save to see how well you sit for it.
It is not a concentration check. It's not terrible. 20.
20, she says. It's not terrible. Oh my god.
So you don't sit as profoundly well as Claudia or Artie did, but you do sit really well. Like, you don't move. It's like a deep tissue massage with some pain on the edges. Like, it's rough, but you're fine.
Sure.
And Durden is appreciative as your artist that you are not just babbling his ear off about infernal contracts.
We don't have to play it out, but Tess would love to just chat with him about what the most interesting things he's seen on the road are, and just, like, you know, ask him about cool stuff that he's seen, and if he feels like talking. If he doesn't feel like talking after doing Artie, that's also fine.
Roll a d100.
89. 86.
Hang on. 86. He would talk about, like, all sorts of interactions he's had with people in the other towns that he stopped through. But he would talk about the most interesting one was about a gnome who had a lute and a black eye. That every time the gnome would try to flirt with someone, he would develop a new injury.
Oh.
That sounds rough for him.
The gnome claimed that it was after a promising night in the town Rillo's Ferry, which is a town you've never heard of.
Promising night. Okay.
I believe that was a polite way of saying that he got lucky. But less lucky if it got him cursed with bruises and such.
Seems about right. It seems like someone really wanted him for themselves, I guess. Interesting.
Or decided to punish him for a bad night.
Or that. Man, we gotta be careful around these parts, I guess. It's hard out here.
Oh, these Deepwood folks,
yeah.
they have more power than you might expect.
Yep. I would not be surprised.
Something about close to nature, maybe.
Yeah, those people with nature magic are real powerful. I've known a couple.
Oh, sure they are. He, like, finishes up the last touches. What does the tattoo look like?
So Tess's tattoo is the Artificer, and she's going to get it on her, I think, probably the inside of her wrist. And it is going to be Artie's glasses that give him advantage on, I think it's like that make it the ones that he like flips down to read any
The eyes
language.
of minute seeing, yeah, okay.
Oh, the eyes of minute seeing. It's Artie's glasses, and you can see there's some lightning reflected in them.
Aw.
That's very cool.
Oh.
Artie's
So,
gonna
Artie-
weep when he sees it.
Yeah, Artie's close to her. Artie's close to her.
Nice.
Her BFF. So I don't know where Artie is, but she will show that to him whenever
He's
done.
getting
Drinking
wasted.
at the bar with Ryan.
So it's
Yeah.
basically like as the tattoo finishes up, I think Velen appears with a bowl of stew.
Oh, hi, Velen.
Hey,
Yes, I'm pulling you back into RP right now.
it's okay. I just thought that me and Bella were going to talk while we were walking. It's okay. Anyway, it's fine. Bella says, "Hey," and she proffers the bowl, and she says, "This is from Knuckle."
Oh, that's sweet of him. Oh, it smells great.
We met Claudia's old friend.
Oh, she has old friends?
We met
You wouldn't-
Mr. Moore.
That guy that we were talking about before? Is that guy?
Yeah, he was nice. He was here for a package for Liam.
I found it
Tess-
enlightening. But maybe we should talk about it, not here.
Not here? Okay. Well, thanks so much, Jordan. How much do I owe you?
I don't know. Do the math on the tattoo sheet.
Okay. It is is it just the ink plus that tattoo, or is it also is there like extra for the labor?
It's also
and
a
stuff?
professional artist, so I think
It's 50 plus 60 plus whatever the cost is. So
Okay, it's
50 plus 10, so 60 total
Okay, so
plus whatever the
60
cost is.
Okay, so 60 plus 4,000.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's a big
So
That is a veritable fortune.
Yeah, right. She will hand over. It'll mostly be in platinum because I bet this would be ridiculous if not. 4,660 gold.
All of it
4,000.
is sealed away in an iron vault on the underside of the caravan.
Incredible.
I paid my normal amount in ink. What was the extra fee? Because I only did the
It's 60.
ink and the.
It's 60 gold for the
Okay.
professional artist.
Cool. I didn't take that out. No. Cool.
So as you kind of gather and then depart the tattoo caravan, as it's getting later in the night, Durden finishes up his ink with you and he says, "Next." You guys.
Was I next or who was next?
It's you. You're last.
I'm last? Okay.
Okay, well, Claudia will hang out with you to have her conversation, I suppose.
Okay.
Sir Durden hears gossip all the time.
Yeah, he kind of. At this point, it's basically
It's like, I'm not here. He's like the bartender.
Bella's like taking off her pants.
Where is it going?
And it was going up her inner thigh. The prismatic black ladder.
I remember that. Durden was asking.
Well,
because-
Velen's telling him.
Okay. All right.
Belling him.
All right. So, Velen, you kind of get set up. Your leg is hitched up on a post. And
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
starts getting a tracing. While that's happening, Artie, you're at the lodge getting drunk with
Yes.
Rynan.
Yeah.
Okay. If you'd like, you can find a reason to be near the tattoo caravan, just so that this conversation is not multiplied.
I come outside with Rynan, finish a drink. Yeah, as long as he doesn't do anything embarrassing with my voice, I guess it is what it is. Or maybe, hopefully, he doesn't call my friends like Lord Echatari or anything. That'd be kind of embarrassing.
I bet he's just gonna try and hit up with Katya, because
That's what I would do if I had the option.
If I had my voice, I'd call her too.
you could just do that.
You know, you're onto something. This is why we pay you the big bucks.
You don't pay me anything.
What do you think that 300 gold was last time we hung out?
That was a salary?
An allowance.
Yeah, bro, it's my friend's salary.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You don't need to pay people but your friend already.
Okay, well, that's super nice.
All right. It's just the perk of being my friend.
Jesus.
Hey, I want to see what tattoos they got.
Oh, look. And I
Right,
open my
tattoo.
chest.
Oh,
I
shit.
got this one. Yeah.
When did you
Still
get
fresh.
that? It's still fresh?
Today. Yeah, touch it.
He slaps you right on the middle of the chest.
Oh.
Ah,
That's
yeah,
fucked up,
it-
man.
It's fresh.
Oh, Rynan.
Yeah. So fresh. How's it going?
Let's go, Bo. Oh shit! Look, it's our
Jesus.
friend. It's our other friends. Don't tell them I pay you.
Okay.
Jesus.
Hey guys,
What up? Hey guys.
Hey.
Hi.
we've had a fun evening at the bar.
Yeah, I gave it
I
double
can
my
tell.
voice. And I read up on it. It's probably gonna be fine.
Okay.
Junior's
Yeah,
got
I was there for
rum.
the signing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Whoa!
What did you?
Not on
That
me.
Whoa.
rolled.
Okay, I'm pretty sure Tess did not just get sick or something.
Uh-huh. Trooper.
Can I
Yeah,
see your tattoo?
Mine?
Both
Did
of
you do
you.
it on your chest too?
Oh, everyone's here.
Nope. Nope.
Wow,
Wrist.
I
See,
did.
Artie? See, Artie? Look.
I kind of adjust my goggles. Squint. Oh shit, those are nice goggles. I got a pair just like it.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
your
God.
goggles.
That's a good. That's a
Oh,
good
God.
choice. Yeah. Yeah.
Artie,
I
Artie.
picked the same model. Uh huh.
Artie, they're your goggles. I got your goggles.
Kind of take my
That-
goggles
I
off
think
real quick.
I think that
Those
that
come
Knuckle was
off?
right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's just a strap.
You think Knuckle was right?
Oh. Oh.
And that Artie should
oh,
eat
they're
a food.
my goggles.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah,
Tess,
we have
come
soup
here.
for him.
Big
Aw.
A big hug to Tess. She got my
hug.
goggles. She likes my goggles too, so she got them tattooed.
Yep, it's called the Artificer. They got lightning on them and everything.
Thank you.
Sorry,
Thank you. You see that?
uh,
She's got good taste.
Sal, what were you saying before I overruled you?
I said that Knuckle was right and Artie should eat a food, and then Claudia said that, oh yeah, we have soup for you.
Soup? Yeah, I'll eat some
Yeah.
soup. And then you want soup?
Yeah.
Soup for everyone.
Yeah, we can share.
Soup all around.
I'll eat some soup with Ryan. Sit down, crisscross.
Rhinan is very interested in this too, and gets completely distracted from what you guys are talking about.
Does he use his little raccoon hands?
Does he dip it in water first?
As opposed to what? Yes. You mean like instead of a bowl, like a spoon?
Like a raccoon.
Yeah,
No,
it's a little
raccoons dip everything in water first. That's how they
okay.
eat
raccoon.
food.
I was just saying, does he eat like the meat out of the stew? with
Yes,
the
he
little raccoon
does.
hands?
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Okay.
Artie's gonna take note too.
Just do it.
You know, yeah, with his little.
Artie doesn't know what race he is. He's either a goblin or a raccoon. Or
As
a
he's
goblin
doing
or a
that,
raccoon.
Rhinan looks at you, copying him, and he says, "Tastes better, right?"
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
You get some for later too, and I lick my finger. Yeah, nice. It's double
This,
dipping.
this guy knows what's going on.
He says to
Uh-huh.
anybody listening.
God.
That guy has never known what's going on in his life.
Oh God.
Should I...
I'm
Artie.
gonna go back to the house now, unless you want to talk about something.
Just the thing where we ran into Claudia's friend.
Oh, cool.
And
Nice. Which one?
the
Vampire?
I was
Remember?
trying to I was trying to
They
think
It's
of
not.
a
It's
way-
not like a taboo. Like they're just.
No,
kindred.
no, I
people.
know.
Called Kindred, Velen.
The one
really
that knew
disappointed.
her. Okay, Artie. The one that knew her way back, but not the one that
The problem.
hurt her
one.
way
No,
back.
Not that one.
Echo, should I be rolling
Oh,
a
the
con
mean
check,
one.
by the way? Or con save?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, at the moment, like, I haven't asked you for it because Durden was just applying a trace. He hasn't
Okay.
started
So we're not
needling
there.
yet.
We're not there yet. We're not
No.
there yet. Okay. So she's just sitting there with her leg up.
Basically,
like,
Durden's like, I realize this might be awkward that I'm right near your nethers, but don't worry about it. Pretend I'm not here.
Don't worry about it. I'm not worried about it.
I'm glad someone's not.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I making you uncomfortable?
No. By all means, talk about your vampires and whatnot. I don't care.
The
Valid.
moral of the story is it was fine.
Oh,
Alright.
that's good then. Yeah, because I have no clue who you're talking about.
Yeah,
I just know the bad ones.
it's fine, Artie. Yes, the bad ones are really all that we care about right now.
Yeah, fuck 'em.
But you seemed concerned that he was in town. I mean, I'm still. If he was delivering something from Liam, do you think it's related to what we talked about today?
They're probably
I have
both
no idea.
vampires.
They are definitely both vampires, Artie. He seems to be a neutral. He doesn't really belong to either school of thought as far as
It
vampires
sounds like he,
go.
if you believe what he is saying, it sounds like he is, he has to thread a particularly fine needle, because of his status as an independent operator. So he wasn't willing to stick his neck out, so to speak.
No,
But
he didn't offer us any information that would really help us. He did say that Nephene is angry about me, which I kind of already knew. So,
And he gave Claudia a business card for if we ever need to hire an arcanist, which
yeah, he's a
could
wizard.
be useful
Why would you need to hire one of those?
to work with you, Artie.
Maybe he could learn from you, she says quickly.
Ah, yeah, that's a good idea.
You guys could
Mhm.
make magic together.
Oh.
Is
Yeah.
that a euphemism?
And
You know,
it kind of sounded like one, didn't it?
It could be. I wasn't thinking of it that way, but I'm not here to stand in your way.
That was definitely an innuendo.
Not getting my endo.
Okay.
Good God.
I thought it
Tess
was
is
a
very-
good one.
Tess is very pointedly looking at the ground.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
So, yep, no problems.
that's good.
Okay.
I haven't known you guys long, but I feel like that's the first time you've been able to say that.
Well, there's still problems. There are still problems that we need to resolve, but they're not
Yeah,
with
we got a lot of.
with Ephraim.
Speaking
What the-
of, I gotta go make some scrolls for Riggs, so we can jump off the ship.
You want to help?
Yeah, your little hands will help. You go hold the paper.
I can do that. Maybe coffee first.
Yeah, I can do that. You know, it's good coffee, Tarly.
Who?
He doesn't sell it; he just has it. Tarly.
The love of Artie's life.
Rhinan, looks up.
Isn't it a little late? The general store's closed.
Oh, I mean,
Show
it's like
his
a
house.
house.
Okay.
He doesn't
Go.
sell coffee at the general store.
You just go to his place and get coffee?
Yeah,
Have you? Ever?
no,
Yeah, okay.
no, I don't like to.
Maybe. Okay. Let's maybe go to the, let's go to the lodge and get coffee, okay?
Yeah, that works too.
Where we
yeah.
won't get in trouble.
Okay,
Get out of my house.
I'll ask him next time if it's okay.
Yeah, good plan.
Rhinan, stumbles up onto his feet and begins making his way toward the lodge.
Yeah, I'll go to.
Okay. So you're going to work on spell scrolls.
Yeah.
Okay. Velen is getting tattooed now. I need a con save. It's also in a sensitive area, so your DC is higher.
Yeah, I'm a whiny baby.
Oh, God. With a 5, yep. So as soon as it starts, Yeah, you're having a bad time, and Durden's like just shakes his head and he says, "I knew it would be one of you."
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Keep going.
Oh, I'm
Sure,
going
baby
to.
guy. Yeah.
You're doing great.
Claudia, you wanted to talk about something?
uh, okay. Artie and Ryan have left. Has Tess also left?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
As soon as she had an opportunity to, Tess left.
Fled.
Okay.
You go back to the
Yeah,
house,
Tess
like,
needed
get
out
the
of
hell
there.
out of here.
Claudia, after she would kind of like untense her shoulders after having to pretend like that wasn't awkward as hell, and looks at Velen, who's currently being tattooed in a really sensitive area. Yeah, I guess now's as good a time as any. Did you notice that Tess had a black eye?
Yep.
Do you know where that came from?
Well, no. Do you? Do you know where that came from?
Yeah, I do. She got into a consensual fist fight with Vera.
Uh-huh. Okay. A consensual fist fight.
But it wasn't like a fun, rough
No.
housing kind of. No, she got
No.
the snot kicked out of her.
Because she feels
And-
like shit.
Oh, okay, so you are aware.
She feels like shit because one of her best friends is an asshole.
Do you want to maybe talk about that? Unpack that a little?
I mean, sure, we can talk about it.
Because I think we all know kind of what's going on here, and no one's saying anything about it. And I think it's getting to a point that maybe someone should say something about it.
Sure.
Because I know
So-
Tess isn't going to.
No, she's not. She doesn't speak up for herself. She let me use
Uh-huh.
her because I'm an asshole, and she has the self-esteem of my left toe.
Okay.
And I did that to her because I decided in the moment that my temporary need to escape myself was more important than her self-worth, because that's the kind of person I am, I guess. It's not great. It's not great, Claudia.
Okay.
I've done this before. I've done this. Not this. I've done this before, but I could always run away, and I can't run away now, and I'm not going to, because this matters, and you matter, and she matters. But I don't. I shouldn't have done it, and I even knew while I was doing it that I shouldn't have done it. And she deserves better than that, and he deserves better than that, and I'm not a person who is okay to be with someone like that right now.
Have you
and
considered telling them what you're telling me?
Maybe
I think that would be a good place to start.
I was going to talk to Tess tonight.
Do you want me to make sure everyone's out of the house?
I just wanted to give her a little bit of space to breathe. I wouldn't really want to see me right now if I were her.
I don't know if space will help. I think she's probably just beating herself up if she's not having Vera do it for her.
Yeah. I knew it was bad. I didn't realize how bad. I should have.
Listen, I don't think everything that Tess is going through and thinking about right now has to do with you, but I do think that this is something that needs to be talked about, because we all know. She kind of looks meaningfully at Bill, and we all know.
I know. That's why it was so shitty that I did it. Because we all knew, you know? And I know that I'm the kind of coward that I am, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I do have to talk to her. You're right.
Is there anything I can do to help?
If you want to help me make sure that I can talk to her tonight and that there's nobody else around and that she can't escape. I mean,
Yeah.
not in a creepy way. Like not in a
Yeah.
creepy way. I'm not trying to jail her or anything. You know what I'm saying.
I have to talk to Artie about something anyways, so I'll get him and run into his root cellar, and you guys can have upstairs, talk it out.
Okay. All right. Hey, Claudia.
Yeah.
I can't get up and hug you right now, but thank
you
you.
can.
I'm busy. I'm busy being in pain. And I'm
I get
this
it.
is actually really uncomfortable. But I really appreciate you talking. I don't know when you got so wise, kiddo.
Yeah. It's the trauma.
Oh. Yeah, that'll do it.
So wheeze the trauma.
So yeah, I'll make sure that I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go and make sure that Artie and Ryan are occupied downstairs. So whenever you get back,
Maybe try to make sure that they don't blow themselves up. They're pretty intoxicated. I've never seen a raccoon that drunk. Actually, maybe I have because I've seen them drink before, but I don't know. I was concerned about the idea of those two in his lab. All right.
While that
All right.
happens, Tess.
Yep.
What you up to?
Tess. Well, I'm gonna ask, where is Cliff right now?
Cliff is still at the cart. He's heard all of this.
Yep. Every last bit.
Claudia was only concerned about Artie, Ryan, and Tess here, and she's like,
well, because I was gonna
He's
ask,
so
if like later, I don't know if he was still at the cart when Tess was being tattooed. If you wanted to do like an RP scene later, because I know you haven't gotten a lot of like conversation time with him, and I would love to learn more about him. But he's at the cart hearing gossip. So Tess is in her room. And I think she's mostly been pacing in front of her shrine and trying to do everything in the world not to like sit down and pray at it. Because in the same way that Velen likes to run away, Tess also likes to run away, but like she tends to run away from her god. Exactly at the moment that she knows she should actually be talking to Jamina about exactly this.
Okay.
So she's in her room pacing and not praying.
Okay. Roll me a D100.
Okay. Oh no.
yes.
22. You're in your room pacing, not praying. But you are in your room on hallowed ground in a zone of recall. Basically as close as you can get to a temple of Jamino without it actually being one. And as you're in your room, you feel your vision darken a little bit. This is something that has happened to you before, but it's been a long time. You feel as though a vision is coming.
Oh shit.
What does Tess do?
I think if she feels a vision coming, she will kneel at her altar and make sure she kind of is braced so she doesn't collapse.
As soon as you do, a vision does arrive, and it is one that is not profoundly clear.
Okay.
You are walking on stone ground. It is cold, but there's no snow on the ground. You can see that there is moss and grass and dead leaves all over the place swirling around your ankles, and the air smells completely different from Endsmeet or the Goldwood or anywhere around here. It smells like salt water. You smell the coast. You smell ocean. You don't know where you are, but based on what you can see in front of you, the color of the stone, the height of the moon, the stars in the sky above you, you're not anywhere near Endsmeet. But it's not an alien sky. You recognize the stars. You don't think you're on a different plane or anything like that. And as you're looking around this vision, something is being shown to you, and you're not entirely sure what it is. Until, as you're standing here and you're looking forward, and what comes into focus for you is this large keep. It looks like a fortress or part of a castle. You're not entirely sure which. You can't tell from this side if it's part of a larger castle or if it is just what you see in front of you. A door opens. This big curved top door opens towards you, and out emerges a man who looks like a human, maybe 40 or 50 years old, bald, not a hair on his head, with a short beard that seems well kept, and is wearing robes. Roll me a religion check.
Okay. Religion. 19.
You recognize the brooch on the robes is a half-lidded eye. It is a symbol of Tindra.
Okay.
He does not look happy. He looks anxious. He is looking around fervently as he opens the door and steps outside before closing it. And as he looks around, he says something, and you cannot hear the words. But he says it loudly.
Can I lip read with my observant?
No.
Okay.
The vision, it's... What he's saying looks like it is a potential to be something or something else. You're looking at something that has not happened yet.
Okay.
So what is said is not set in stone. But as he steps out of the door, you watch a heavy crossbow bolt slam into the door as he shuts it.
Oh no.
And he begins to run straight towards you. He doesn't look terrified. He looks like someone who is prepared, not for a fight, but someone that is not surprised that they're being attacked. More crossbow bolts slam into the door behind him, one of them nearly hitting him, cutting the robe on his shoulder as he runs forward, as he's running straight towards you. Right as he would physically impact you, you come out of the vision. You are back in your room.
We're running out of time. Shit. Tindra's in the sister. We're running out of time. Do I have any idea? I can't tell where this was. This is somewhere on the coast.
You know, as you come out of the vision, a few things. That vision showed you a cleric or priest of Tindra.
Yep.
You know this has not happened yet. And you also know that what you saw is not certain. But it is something that could happen, which is why
this is probably...
Hmm?
Do I get a sense that this might be the next person that they go after?
you don't know if it's the next target, but you do know it is a target.
A target. Okay.
The vision was not. You saw what you saw. You didn't get
Sure,
any other
sure.
hidden messages like that.
Okay. Tess kind of like scrubs her face, her hands over her face. Can I scry on this person, having seen him?
Sure.
Okay. Maybe he is under a protection charm, but maybe not, so I'm gonna try.
You've seen this guy. Let me roll a wisdom save for him. What's your spell DC?
Right now, it is 20.
He rolled well, but he didn't roll that well. Your scry comes through.
Hooray.
You see a priest of Tindra. Worshipping Tindra.
Oh,
Oh, shit. Okay.
You
in a private moment.
Okay.
yeah, you do catch more of him than you ever thought you wanted to see.
Yep.
Well,
Tindra's the best.
it's that time of night, and
That time of
apparently they are sending up prayers.
Jess is like, okay, well, I didn't think that through. I don't have it.
The god of fucking.
I didn't think that through at all. I don't have any idea what his name is or anything.
No. Maybe at a
Luckily,
different
his
time of
ID
day.
card is taped to his
Maybe at a
back.
different time of day. Yep. As soon as
I mean, can you tell who he's fucking? Like, is there any information you can get? Right.
Roll investigation if you want to look closer.
we're here. We've burnt a high level spell.
Commit.
We might as well. I have +0 to this. 13.
With a 13, you see he's in a situation with two other partners.
Oh, good.
You see there is what looks like a halfling man and an elven woman that are working
Variety
together.
Do they also appear to be priests? Do they have any?
None of them are wearing clothes.
I didn't know if maybe having an amulet on is part of the practice. I don't know.
They don't have an
tattoos.
amulet or holy symbol. There is a tattoo you see with a 13 on the woman's back. Between her shoulder blades is an inverted triangle shape with what looks like a seafaring compass.
Okay. Can I get? Is there anything in the room that I can get a beat on, like what temple this is? Or
Roll
anything?
perception. Probably a temple of Tindra, but go ahead and roll me a perception.
Probably a temple.
What god is this again?
Tindra,
Tindra.
Down.
the
Tindra.
goddess,
Goddess of tryst.
the goddess of love, lust, and pleasurable trysts.
Just write it down for you.
yeah.
Religious
The
thing.
only
Sure.
god worthy of worshipping.
With a 17,
Jesus.
why'd you roll with advantage?
My sentinel shield. Sorry, but if you want to keep the.
It's
Was it
the
one?
first
Yeah.
roll. It's a 17. I will say you don't have advantage with your sentinel shield while you are scrying on.
Scrying, that
somebody.
checks out. Sorry, it just does it
It's fine.
automatically.
First roll is the 17, so it works out. You realize it doesn't look like they're in a temple. It looks like maybe a tavern or an inn bedroom. You see there is a simple like footlocker chunk at the base of the bed. You see there is a large nightstand with like a carafe on one side, and you see that there are a number of mugs that you can't tell what's in them, but they look like tankards, like you would find at a typical
It is
tavern. The bed itself looks very simple. It looks like a linen mattress bed. All of the bedclothes have been tossed aside. You can't see their clothes in the mess of fabric on the floor near the bed.
Sure. Yep. Okay. So there's nothing that would really like mark where this is happening.
Not really. It looks like a very stereotypical inn room.
Hey, Velen, it would be very funny if you came in and caught Tess crying. Just saying.
I mean, that it is her plan to
Especially
go home.
scrolling on that.
And it is her plan to go home and go to Tessa's room. So if you want to,
I'm having a great time.
we can
Sure,
certainly
let
do
that happen. So, Tess, you have this your scrying object, your bottle of lightning in
Yes.
front of you, and like this vision of 3 people boning on a jar, like in front of you as Velen, you knock. Or do you
She
knock?
does. She knocks. She kind of rap. She's sort of waddling. It's not very dignified, but she's favoring her leg.
It's a sensitive place to get a tattoo, and it's not finished. It's not finished.
It's not finished. So she's sort of bow-legged and waddling around like a duck. And she kind of okay, knock.
But Tess like jumps 2 feet in the air, and it immediately ends concentration on the spell.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, Velen will, unawares of what she has wrought, she kind of waddles into Tessa's room, and she's kind of...
Sorry, I was just scrying. I was scrying on a cleric. It was a bad time to be doing that. Scrying should have warning labels on it. Anyway, hi.
Warning labels? Hi.
Yep.
Reading between the lines here. Something that's no good when interrupted?
Nope, something that's very good, but seems non-consensual. Actually, honestly, Tindra would probably be fine with it, actually. Anyway, hi.
Got it.
Do you need
Hi.
something?
Yeah. Yeah. Velen kind of slides Tessa's door shut. Kind of leans her shoulder blades back against it. She goes, "Where's Tessellation?"
I'm right here.
You've been wearing your mask again.
Oh. Well, it's Endsmeet, and, people know kind of what I look like this, and so, yeah.
I should never have done that to you.
Oh, Velen, you didn't do anything.
Stop.
do.
Yes, I did. We both know that I did.
I mean, I'm not.
You're... Hmm?
Nizik's the one that you should be.
I know I will have a conversation with him. But you are my friend. And you matter very much to me. And I used you.
No.
And it was not... Yes, I did. It was not all right. I knew you were into me. I mean, let's face it. Part of me assumes that most people are.
It's because they would be crazy not to.
But here's the thing, Tess. All I wanted to do was get out of my own head, and I chose the worst person to do that to because I knew that I could. And I don't know what kind of person does that. I actually prayed to Jamino about it a little bit. So I guess I should be honest and say I do know what kind of person does that. And it's not the kind that I want to be. And I'm sorry that I did it to you. You deserve better than a friend that would abuse your affection that way. So.
Friend, huh?
Yeah. I'm shitty. Tess, I need to be okay with myself before I can reasonably try to be with another person that way. It's not fair to take out my damage, whatever the fuck it is, on you, on Nazik, on anyone. I'm ashamed that I did. And it's not because I don't know if it's in me to love anyone that way. Because I have been running away from serious feelings my entire life.
Can I just make an observation, please?
Sure. Cards on the table, babe. I'm not here to hide the ball anymore.
I think that if you decide that you made a mistake and that means that you can't feel anything, you shouldn't be able to like feel good things for a person. And I mean, maybe you're not ready and that's fine, and it doesn't have to be with me, but I just would like to it seems to me that deciding that you're unlovable because you made a mistake is kind of an act of self-martyrdom that is pretty familiar to me. So, maybe you should think about not wanting to be like me. Remember we talked about that?
I hear that, but I don't think that's actually what I'm doing here. I just think before I can I have to be okay with me before I can give anything to anyone else.
So what
And
are you okay
I'm just
with?
the wild selfishness and immaturity aren't great, right? Like I don't think I'm unlovable, but I do think that was pretty unloving.
I think maybe you're still lost in the woods, or in that hole.
Yeah,
You said it was a will-o-wisp that guided you out, right?
I think so. Some kind of small shiny pixie thing.
Maybe you gotta learn to be your own light.
Yeah.
I'm not I know you're not into me like that, but that's kind of what makes you more attractive, because it's easier to be into someone that's probably not going to be into you.
Yeah, it's safe.
Yeah, it's safe.
I would tear the world apart if I thought that it would help you be happy in yourself. But I don't think that it would.
No,
And I don't just I think it would make you sad, yeah. And just I need to figure out the way myself. But
Okay, but as long as it's not all by yourself, right?
no. I think that's a lesson I've learned. I don't just I don't want you to hurt yourself because you see yourself as less.
Velen, do you think I'm unlovable?
No. I think that you hurt yourself and that you hide yourself away because you're afraid that that could be the truth about yourself, but it's not. I think that you have the potential to be such a powerful force for good in the world, and I wish you could see it for yourself.
Here I can see it. But I think that's because I just, I helped her directly with something she needed help with. It's easier to just help people and, let that be your value. I already know something about that, too. I think
Yeah.
that's probably how we get along.
So you're saying there's a lot of fixer-uppers in this house?
Well, the house is beautiful now, and it didn't used to be.
House
So
is
maybe that's says something metaphorical, I guess. That Cliff guy, though, he seems fine.
No
I
problem.
am just fine.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to have. I mean, I guess he does have a spider living in his head, but that seems to be consensual and desired.
Yeah, but he's fine.
Well, we're not
I
here to
think he's
fuck spiders, but
Wait,
I
where
just-
did you get that idea? Okay,
I think it's a Parisian thing.
you're really not into me, huh?
Look, I'm not going to call myself a shit show again because I understand that that's not great. But if you and I were going to get together, it should have been because of all of the good reasons to do that. Not because I was clawing at the walls of my own brain and deciding that I was just going to take advantage of the person who was most likely to let me do that.
Can I ask
It
you
wasn't.
something genuine
Sure.
and important?
Sure.
What do you actually like about Nazik? Like, it's not that he's not very cool and talented and stuff, but God,
Well,
he's old.
With scales, you never fails.
Why am I getting strays?
well,
Inspiration
I mean,
echo.
at this point, you can't give Echo inspiration. At this point, it may be kind of a moot point because I've fucked things up beyond all recognition. But if you want me to talk about it, sure. He's very charming. He's mature in a way that I am not. He's done this shit already. He's been there before. He was an adventurer. He knows so much, and he's both stable and sophisticated. And I just
Got a good job.
That's not a good job.
Sorry, that was over the table.
401k.
I just
No 401k.
I just I've also never been with somebody that didn't want me first. I made the
Charms
first
of the male.
move.
Yeah. I can see
I just
that.
it doesn't. I guess it doesn't matter.
It does.
I just
Felon, he was so mad at me. I went to ask about Ivory, and I mean, I don't know I couldn't tell, but the air felt different.
This is
He's
my dubious face. He's not mad at you. He's mad. If he's mad at me. You didn't do anything wrong. You made out with an idiot.
No, but I could have not. respected.
You're gonna blame yourself because look, Tess.
Mm.
Nazik and I had not actually exchanged any kind of promises. I am gonna talk to him and I'm gonna let him know that I was an idiot. But like, he's not mad at you. He could be mad at me. He's entitled to that. I hit him up and then I decided to be a flibberty gibbet or whatever. But
That's
you didn't do
super.
anything wrong.
It's an
I'm
excellent
Sylvan.
word. It's an excellent word.
I love words. You didn't do anything wrong.
Okay.
And what you were? I mean, you were gonna say no to this, please.
No.
Bella just laughs, and she kind of shakes her head, and she goes, "Look, I want to say so many things, but what I'm going to say is, you matter more than that."
You matter to Velen, and not just because you're pretty and unattainable.
Thanks. I'm putting my parts in timeout. And actually we're going through some very serious punishment right now. But
Is that why? Okay.
no,
Jesus.
I had this plan. I thought this was hilarious before I did any of this, so it's just fortuitous that I'm punishing myself
Sure.
with this. But I just, hey, yeah.
I mean,
Also, I apparently you scared the fuck out of Claudia by going and getting the shit kicked out of yourself. So don't do that.
did I? Oh, what? Okay. Well, I'm fine.
You're not fine.
I'm physically fine.
Neither of us are fine.
Okay. All right. Okay.
But we will be
Yeah.
So-
We're gonna figure that out.
hacked.
Packed.
So she does like the warrior's hand clasp that has no place on either of them.
Yeah. Excellent.
Just like
Fantastic.
grip, forearm grip. Great.
I'm gonna really try next time. I promise that the next time I summon that celestial, at least
okay.
I'm gonna try to get more clothes on it. At least
Really
bare
fine.
minimum.
Tess, we all have our fantasies.
Okay.
I mean, seriously, I would never want to put mine on display for everyone.
I didn't mean to.
I know. That's what I'm saying to you right now. I get it. It's okay.
Okay.
Of all the things to worry about, the fact that we have inner thoughts and inner desires is not one of those things.
I guess if you wanted to not have your inner thoughts and desires put on display sometimes, don't be an adventurer.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that old.
You go salvage it, okay?
It's not. I don't.
I would say
What
I'd
I'm
vote,
no,
but I don't
no,
think he's
no. It's not. It's not a question of salvaging it or not. I disrespected both of you because I'm not in a place mentally and emotionally to be with another person, and it's not fair to do that to. I wouldn't trust me not to do something like it again. Just the next time I want to self-destruct. I'm not in a place to do it. It's not fair to him.
okay. Well,
But I am going to try to salvage the fact that I care very much about both of you.
how about the next time you feel like destructing, you maybe both of us will make an effort to at least tell someone before we do it. Does that sound good?
Really not great at that.
I'm not great at it either, but we can try.
Can try.
We can adapt and change.
Yeah. It starts with being honest with ourselves. That's basically what Jimino told me.
Yeah. She's good at that. She's good at telling you it. It's really hard to do.
Well, what Dawes would say, your reach should exceed your grasp.
I mean, becoming a better person is a pretty ambitious goal, don't you think?
Yeah.
So here we go. We're going to do it with both of our God's blessing. In different ways.
Divine instruments.
Divine
we go.
instruments. Here we go.
With that decision made between the two of you, it is there that I am going to draw the session to a close. If I can find my frickin' thing. There we go. Boundary, we love you. As we come to the end of the session, I want to thank you all for playing with me. And before we go any farther, we must first give our players an opportunity to vote for a moment that they liked from another player. And so, we're going to start at the top of the order with Dooch. Who did something that you liked, Dooch?
I'm gonna go against the grain a little bit because there's a lot of good RP this session, but I just crack up every time everybody's having deep conversations and Cliff is just standing there.
And Cliff heard all of them.
I'm right here, bro. Like I'm
Everyone
just
just
listening the
forgets.
whole time.
He's just so
He is-
trustworthy.
He's really
he is the
quiet
definition of a
and-
wall fly. A fly in the wall.
He's gonna end up with so much like blackmail material on all of these people, and he doesn't even want
at
it.
You seem reliable and trustworthy. Come with us.
Yeah. It cracks me up
Okay.
every time.
So sleepy. All right. Next. Pen.
Okay. It's a really hard decision. I think I'm going to give it to Velen for embracing being like the bad guy is is harsh, but like to own up to like those mistakes, that could be hard in real life. I'm sure it's not easy in RP. Like to just kind of put yourself in a vulnerable place of mistakes. I think she did it. Like you did it really well. Like I believed how she was feeling.
Thank you.
In all of the ways. But I really enjoyed the whole conversation between both of them. If I had to pick, I'll just pick that one.
Emily.
Also, Velen, for making me cry during that conversation.
Oh, I didn't know you cried.
Yeah, I was crying. It was
Sweet
good.
baby.
It's there's
No.
a lot of emotions.
Your emotions.
Lots of emotions. Velen did a great job. And like also thank you for being the one to like talk about it because Tess was never going to talk about it again.
Yeah. I was
Sal.
worried that would happen.
there was going to be some form of conversation, but I think that if Claudia hadn't poked the wound, that it might have gone very differently. So,
I love poking wounds.
yeah, I really do want to give it to Tez for our conversation, but I almost think I have to give it to Penn because, as great as our conversation was, Claudia's surprising wisdom is what sort of pushed Velen over the edge into the conversation, taking the considerably healthier direction that I feel like it took, because she kind of made Claudia confront what she did, Claudia made Velen confront what she did before she talked to Tess about it, instead of, I don't know, a more circuitous route. I do feel a little self-conscious that I made everyone RP about my emo ass for this entire session, but
Velen deserves a session, you know.
But So it is a really hard choice because I think the conversation between Velen and Tess was great, and I loved the way we closed it. And I love the
Yeah.
sort of divine duo thing that was going on at the end there. But I think because Claudia gave Velen the push that she needed, I think I'm gonna throw my inspiration vote to Penn because it was
thanks.
but it was really a toss up because they were both very important scenes for my character. So thank you guys.
Last but not least, Sleepy.
Sweepy.
I'm actually also going to be giving it to Penn
Oh.
for Claudia being just an incredible friend, finding out, like, really going above and beyond, going out of her way, finding out what happened, what's going on, and then kind of just bringing it all together, which is what culminated in that last great RP between the two characters.
Aw, thanks.
So, our votes, we have a tie. Sal and Penn, you've both earned a player's vote for inspiration. Well done.
Ooh, thank you guys.
And I got to describe preacher sex, which isn't a thing I've ever done before.
Preacher sex.
That was
But not the last
hilarious.
time.
Okay.
Not
Probably
for the last
not.
time.
As we
Not
come
if you're
to
gonna have a
Indra.
Indra NPC.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, Tess should have known better, and she didn't, and I love that for all of us.
Honestly, it was a beautiful
It was
moment.
very funny.
I love that that's
Very
what Velen walked in
natural.
on. Where Tess like shoves the Playboy magazine under her
Yeah,
bedroll.
right? That's what I wanted. Thank you for that.
As we come to the end of the session, I want to thank you all for playing with me. I hope you had a good time. To those of you who are at home or at work watching, hi Emily, hi class, hi Penn, hi Sal, hi everybody else. We love you all, and I wish you a good night.